Now, it's time for the Varsity Radio Show. Here's your host, Seth Henniger.
Man, I am excited to be in the studio today,
What
Tuesday.
What a day.
The day before my birthday, before I become even older.
25
years
old.
I wish.
25 years old.
Try 37.
37.
So,
oh, yeah.
anyway.
I'm older than you.
Yeah, you and Steven both.
Yeah.
Steven, he is aging well.
Yes.
Well.
Steven is aging like a fine wine,
yes,
as one might say.
Fantastic, Steven.
A few more grays than I would really like.
Yeah.
I got to touch this up. Simpler hair color, right?
I just want to say, Steven's hair has held on for
And
the
how?
ages.
It has.
And how, my brother?
It looks nice.
It's receded over the years, but it's still there.
Very nice. It's very nice.
Receding is still there, sir.
That's right. Still exists. Hey, I want to introduce to you the people in this studio who make this show so much
Boom.
greater than it could have been. If it was just me, it wouldn't be as great. But I have found some wonderful people that I bring in here with me. And to my right, he seriously has become one of my very favorite people in the whole world. His name is Jordan McDaniel.
That's right. That's right. I'm here.
Duke the dog.
Duke the dog. Duke the dog.
I got to introduce Duke the dog to my family. It was great.
I still haven't watched that movie.
What is your problem?
I just haven't.
You got a kid too, so you got a reason.
I feel like the problem is I'm gonna finally watch it and I'm gonna be like, I sound like that guy?
Yeah.
Because y'all played me some clips and I don't personally hear it.
Oh, you definitely.
I don't personally hear it, and so
all of us do.
Yeah, apparently it's everyone else thinks so I guess it's true.
Yeah,
but I don't personally hear it, and I don't know. I just never got around to watching Secret Life of Pets.
Well, you need to. It's a great movie. Also in the studio, I hate that word. You got to help me come up with a different word.
In the studio?
Instead of also.
Oh, also.
The.
As well.
The greatest radio producer of all time.
The king.
The man with the receding hairline, but the hair's holding. The man with the blue shirt.
Yes.
The man that's aging well and controls the Oompa Loompas.
Yes, he does.
The chocolate fountains. He kayaks down the chocolate fountains. He is the Willy Wonka of radio, Steven Spiegel.
What's up, everybody? Got some Boaz athletes going to be here today.
Oh,
this is going to be amazing. One of them is actually already signed. He's going to be swimming for Birmingham-Southern College.
Boom shakalaka.
Yeah, so this is going to be cool.
Jack Whitmire and Brian Sibaja. We wanted to call Steven Sibaja because it was such a cool name.
Yeah, it's a cool name. Sibaja.
Me and Jordan like names.
Names.
Anyway, we have got a fantastic show for you.
And how?
And if you ever go to the Varsity Radio Show, there's one thing you got to know about the beginning of our show. Is we like memes. So meme of the week.
Memes of the week.
And
of the week.
You know, I found a way to fill your tire. And have a little dance time. So
Weird Al's very proud of this.
Yes, and so I was thinking of Jordan when I saw this actually, and when you poke a hole, for when you poke a hole in your tire.
Yeah,
it's an accordion.
You know what? I actually think that would work. You would have to find a way to not let the air come out when you expanded the.
It's a solid plan.
Yeah. But I think you could fill a tire potentially this.
What do you think, Steven? How long will that take?
Way too long.
Yeah, it'd be way too long.
Way too long. Those bellows can only hold so much air.
But if you are desperate, if you're in desperate need and all you have is is an accordion, I think you could get it done.
It can make it happen.
Yeah, I think.
Is this how the Amish filled their tires?
Yes!
Look at that!
Yes, it is.
Look at that! How did you know? This is where it all started.
Hey, Seamus, get over here and fill my tire.
Right?
I don't know why he's Irish and Scottish. But...
Every bit of your Irish just came out. Okay, this is hilarious.
Yeah, me calling J.G. Wentworth from jail because it's the only number I actually know. Yeah, call J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now.
Right there, guys.
My gosh.
Right there.
I haven't seen a J.G. Wentworth commercial in a while, but I still remember it.
You know, we were... How to resign like a pro. Show you a card. On the front of the card, it says, sorry for your loss. Mm-hmm. On the inside, it says, it's me. I leave in 3 weeks. Todd.
Now, you
Steven, that's fantastic.
It really is.
Here's the great way. You don't even have to, you can personalize this. You don't have to sign Todd. You can sign your name. That's the great thing about it. You can personalize it.
That's right. We're giving you ideas. If you're feeling like quitting, there you go.
Yeah.
Me looking out the window in the morning to see what season we're doing today.
This is true.
This lady is like, huh? What's going on? Why is life so hard?
Yeah.
Why is life hard?
Yep.
Go ahead. And
this is a picture of Space Jam with MJ and then Space Jam with LeBron. And it says, even the Toons knew the difference between playing with MJ and LeBron. Look at their faces. And this is true. Although,
come on.
I haven't seen the new Space Jam.
Me neither.
But the old Space Jam was definitely my jam as a kid.
You are not missing much. I just watched it the other day.
And?
No. No.
Nothing compares to Jordan.
Exactly.
No.
And there is one point in that movie where his airness is introduced.
What?
But it's the wrong Michael Jordan.
No.
What? Is it Michael B. Jordan?
Yeah.
No way! I guessed it.
You did.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
That's sacrilegious.
That is funny, but that's probably about the only funny part of that movie.
I want to spit on the floor right now. That makes me mad.
There you go.
Me watching someone getting attacked in the comment section for an opinion I secretly agree with.
This happens
all
the time.
Me too.
You're like, ooh, that's a spicy meme right there.
Have you ever been there and you're like, get up! Get up!
Get him! Let him have it! And then you're like, you're getting kind of dogpiled on. I'll just sit this one out. I'll let you handle it.
Yeah. You ever been in a comment section and dropped a guy eating popcorn like I'm just here for the show?
The comment section in Twitter and in Facebook can be quite a place.
Okay. This is legit, guys.
This guy.
Portsmouth, Ohio. Official police page, Steven. Fugitive alert. The Fugitive Task Force is looking for Ronnie Williams Jr. of Scottoville, whatever, for fraud. He has convinced 3 local churches.
Not 1, not 2, but 3.
That he is Ed Sheeran, and even went as far as performing The Shape of You in front of Cross Community Church last Sunday. When the pastor was asked why he believed the real Ed Sheeran would perform for $35 in a sandwich, he said he just assumed he'd fell on tough times.
Wow.
If you have any information as to Ronnie's whereabouts, message us immediately. I have a quote for this.
Yeah, Ronnie Williams Jr., you are forever now Ronnie Dubs Jr. Ronnie Dubs!
Steven,
on the loose.
Steven, I'd just like to say this to those pastors.
Yeah.
You're only out $35.
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Second, if you're dumb enough to believe it, you deserve to pay the penalty. Right?
Sheeran. He does
$35 in a sandwich.
Other than the red hair, he looks nothing like Ed
Not
Sheeran.
a thing.
Not a thing. Oh, yeah.
You are hilarious. Explain what they're seeing.
So this is a lady
you nailed
who
this.
is walking past a guy who's just really staring at her. I don't really know the context. This looks like something
feel the heat off of people's eyes.
England, but it says walking past the barista in Starbucks to go to the toilet when I haven't bought anything. And that's true. If you go into
or
a
a gas station,
and you don't buy anything and you just go to the toilet, oh man, there's knives coming out of their eyes.
Steven, have you ever done that?
Of course.
I've done that all day long.
Never.
Just hope they don't see you.
Yeah, like, please don't look at me. Time traveler moves the chair, the timeline. Tell your boss I got his money.
You saying big dude?
Wow. Don't change that. And this is funny.
Yeah.
This is funny.
Yeah.
This is a struggle that all 3 of us have in the studio.
All of us. Steve-O especially.
Steve-O especially. Being a trophy husband is so exhausting.
It is so exhausting being this
right,
handsome.
Steven?
It's a hard job, but somebody's got to do
I
it.
mean,
I'm telling you.
When you got the looks.
When you got it, flaunt it.
Yes, and if you've watched, what is the name of the movie? It's hilarious.
Monty Python.
Monty Python. This
and
is
the search
so
for the Holy Grail.
The horse, no.
The coconuts, yes.
Yes, that's hilarious.
Man,
that's hilarious.
A blessing from the Lord.
Yeah. Hey, we want to tell you about Charburger, who's never a joke.
Never.
They're never a joke. They're the home of the famous char-grilled Wildcat Burger.
So good.
And you've eaten it every week that
Brother,
you've been here.
I'm telling you,
Jordan cries, Steven.
There's
he sits there, he eats with tears in his eyes.
You look at my life before Charburger, and you look at my life after Charburger, and my life is better now that I've had Charburger.
It's like a Jesus transformation.
It's really good. It's so good.
They're home of the famous char-grilled Wildcat Burger, Philly cheesesteak, and jumbo crispy onion rings. They also have some of the nicest employees
they do.
I've ever met in my life. Also, B&B Video Games. They're the home of the famous 80s-style arcade in the back.
Yes.
Video game retail store in the front.
The Albertville mullet.
They have... You get me every time with that.
The Albertville mullet.
They have 5 games that were actually in the recording of Stranger Things. So as you're playing, you're being a part of movie history or TV history.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal.
I actually went there last week looking for an old PlayStation 1 game. He didn't have it, but I mean, the homeboy just has story after story after story after story that he can tell you.
He's a legend.
He's a legend. He's the man.
He's a legend. Steven?
Got some Zonti here with Jesus Called My Name right here on the Varsity Radio Show. Turn it up.
Zonti. That sounded like some. I mean, I don't. Steve-O always impresses me with the songs that he knows because I don't know any of these, but that sounded like an epic beginning.
Yeah, it's a good song.
Almost all of them
Zonte
are fantastic.
Candy
Armstrong will be with us today.
Woo. Candy
Armstrong. I think the Ed Sheeran story is hilarious.
I wonder. I still to this day I still think about Fayum.
Fayum!
Poor Fayum called it that. I know I'm bringing up old jokes, but I mean, I really, every time I come here now, I'm thinking, Fayum. Are we going to have a news update on Fayum?
Steven, can you line us up an interview with Fayum?
Yes!
I can't guarantee he'll understand us because he's from a different country, but we can try.
It's fine.
Have to get an interpreter, a translator.
They all speak John Wayne English. It's fine.
He says she's trying to get in, but it's just spinning for some reason.
Sounds good. Well, I am letting her in right now.
There you go. I got to make an apology to Candy.
What'd you do?
I need to see her.
What did you do?
Give me just a second.
This Dave, Mondave.
Give me a second.
Candy. See? I got the tongue. Candy, I apologize.
What have you done?
I made a statement on my last show.
Oh no. Did Candy come by and roll your house, son?
No, she didn't, but she should have. And
you think I don't listen?
I know you listen. Because you responded, and I thought about what I did. And I would just like to say that you were as cool as Carter Duncan, if not cooler, and I hope he heard that.
Brother.
I apologize.
Man.
Carter Duncan has never brought a large dog on the show.
Candy coming for you, son.
So, I was wrong, Candy, and I ask for your forgiveness.
Candy, I love Carter.
You think I don't listen and pay attention to y'all when I'm not on the air? I got you.
Candy, I want you to know that I love Carter Duncan, but you're my favorite.
Hey!
Yeah. Okay.
I love it.
I will. I do like.
I wasn't here last week, or I would have defended your honor.
No,
Chivalry is not dead. It is not dead. I would have defended your honor.
Do you believe that, Candy?
I was like,
No. I was wrong.
Candy, look at this face. Of course you can believe me. Look at this face.
It's like looking at Duke the dog,
look
right?
At this face. Look at this adorable face. They call this the money maker.
All right, money maker. We got 10 seconds for
I appreciate that, Steve. Thank you for honoring that nickname. Can I be my nickname from now?
No.
The FCA Moment of the Week.
We are so excited. It has been a while.
It's been a bit.
It's been a while. So what I've determined is me and you need to buy National Weather Service jackets for all the FCA people.
Yes.
so that we can send them out on spot, even if Candy has to like run out in the parking lot and set up a fan and blow her hair. I just think, action.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, the weather's wild here, guys.
Yeah. I'm holding on to this pole.
Yeah.
We're all going to die.
That'd be great. Yeah.
It's a little crazy at FCA right now.
Just a smidge.
So I think that, Steven, that needs to go in our budget line item.
Yeah.
National Weather Service varsity jacket.
We have a lot of things on our budget line items for this year.
Cucumbers, Oscar Mayer Wiener vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got a lot.
Yeah, these are dreams. One day they're going to happen, Candy.
The dream will become reality.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
If you don't dream it, it can't become a reality.
That's right.
So, anyway.
If you don't ask, the answer's always no.
There you go. So I'm asking. Anybody out there who's got a heart to buy us National Weather Service jackets to give to our FCA people?
Yeah.
We would like them. Also, anybody knows the Oscar Mayer Wiener vehicle thing? Steven hasn't worked too hard on that, so I need help, okay?
That's funny.
Candy, what's going on?
What's up? How y'all been doing?
We're fantastic.
Man,
How
you're
have you
here.
been?
We're great.
Things are good. Things are good. Things are busy. We have actually been in camp planning today, so we are gearing up for the summer season. We will be contacting our interns tomorrow, who we have, who we'll be having this weekend or this summer, and it looks like we're going to have about 52 between interns and summer staff assistants.
Wow.
So
that's awesome.
It's going to be a good summer. I know. I can't wait. That's one of my favorite.
That's awesome.
Canton Iron Bowl Prayer Breakfast. Love them. That's my favorite.
Can you imagine being an intern and actually getting a phone call from the Candy Armstrong?
The Candy Armstrong.
Like, I am talking to the Candy.
Who's that? Who's that?
You get on the phone.
I would know.
Mom, Candy Armstrong.
It's Candy.
It's Candy.
Yeah,
Somebody record this phone call.
Huh?
It's like getting the draft pick, number one draft pick. You got a call for the number one
You
draft
have been
pick.
called up.
You've been called up
to the pros.
Whoa.
So
y'all are crazy.
So camp season is upon us.
Yes, camp is upon us. It will be here before we know it. But before camp, we have our home team celebration that is going to be Tuesday night, April the 4th. A lot of advertisement going on about that. WFM, if you listen to it. There's things on our website, North Alabama FCA, about regarding that event. We have a speaker by the name of Dr. Jonathan Evans, which his dad is Dr. Tony Evans.
Nice.
But Jonathan Evans, he is the chaplain for the Dallas Cowboys and for the Dallas Mavericks. And he's going to be coming and sharing with us and bringing God's word and encouraging. It is our home team celebration and friends fundraising dinner. So, but anyway, there's more information about that, like I said, on our website, NorthAlabamaFCA.com. And of course, camp. We've got camp coming up. We got all kinds of stuff going on. Camp, we've got 4 different camps. We've got one in Marshall County. Hold on a second, I'm going to have to check. Let me see, where's my card? So, there's so many I can't keep up. Marshall County is going to be June the 12th through the 16th. That's going to be at the Sand Mountain Park.
Okay.
Madison County East is going to be at Whitesburg Baptist, June 19 through 23. Student Leadership Advance, which is going to be at St. Simon's Island in Georgia. It's June 26 through 30. Coleman Camp is July the 10th through the 14th. And then Madison County West will be July 17th through 21.
Wow.
And then we have a Power Leadership Training Conference that will be August the 4th and 5th. That is a community event on Friday night. Friday night, we will have Tim Tebow speaking. And then on Saturday, of course, the campers will stay overnight. And then the next day will be a conference and just challenging them, teaching them, trying to encourage them as far as ways they can share their faith on campus as the new school year rolls around. And on that Saturday night, we're going to have a private concert for them by KB.
Wow.
So
That's awesome.
KB back in the house this year.
Tremendous.
So, yeah,
Tremendous.
lots of stuff. 2 events that we are beginning to advertise. I am doing cards addressing them now as you speak. But September the 11th, we are going to be having our Ladies Huddle, which is Message from Home, Trash Panda Stadium, and Natalie Grant will be the entertainment that night.
Awesome.
She's going to be doing worship.
Nice.
And then on the very next Monday night, September the 18th, we're going to have David Pollock.
Oh, wow.
nice.
From Georgia. Yeah.
Game day. Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
From Georgia. He will be doing the speaking for the Kingdom Men's Huddle, which will be the following Monday night, September the 18th.
Oh.
So lots of events coming up with FCA, and we actually even are already planning towards our Tom Landry dinner and whatnot back in November. So we're on it. We're going full speed.
Busy.
Busy bees.
Yes.
My goodness.
Yes. But registration is open for camps. If anybody out there is interested in our camps, they are from ages 7 to 13. It is a sports camp. Each camp has different sports that kids can register for. I know there's several different sports that we're offering in Marshall County that we don't have at the other 3. They have bowling, they have swimming, they have gymnastics, which is something they've had in the past. But this is the first year the FCA is just kind of like taking over. We're partnering with Grace Fellowship for this particular camp. But all the registrations, you can sign up NorthAlabamaFCA.org. If there is a financial need there's scholarships available. The scholarship form is on the website as well. So you can print it out and fax it to us. We have the numbers on there. You can email it to me at karmstrong@fca.org. That information is on there as well. You can mail it in however you want to get it to us. But there's plenty of ways. We have a lot of people who come and partner with us that just gives those students who are having hardships, since COVID, a lot of people have been struggling and whatnot. And we've been very blessed with people to come alongside us and partner with us to make sure that any and every camper that wants to come is able to come.
That's
Love
awesome.
it.
That's love it.
Love it.
So, Candy, I have a question for you. With all this stuff going on, when do you ever sleep? That's my big question. Do you ever sleep?
I try to sleep.
My
husband. Yeah. Ask my husband about that.
Yeah.
I love what I do. My brain's always going, though. It's always spinning. That's like I tell them here. I'm like, I can't remember the last time I had a really, really good night's sleep. Not because of work, but just, life in general. There's work. And I got a grandbaby that's due. She was
grandbaby.
She was actually due this past Saturday. So we're waiting to call at any minute now.
That's cute.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Just a lot of stuff. Like everybody else, everybody's busy. I've got grandkids. Y'all have kids and they play sports. And, so we've run all over North Alabama. It's good. Life's good and we're blessed.
Yeah.
Well, I am so glad we got to talk to Candy.
Me too.
It's been too long, Candy.
Candy.
You're
my favorite.
Long.
You're my favorite Candy.
It's been too long.
Yeah. I'm the sweetest girl you'll talk to all day.
Yes, that's
there
is very true. This is very true. Yep.
Hopefully his wife didn't hear that. Anyway.
I do have to remember my wife.
My name, just
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
We got it.
It was a joke.
I'll let my wife know.
If they were offended, I'm so sorry. That wasn't my intention.
That's right. Miss Candy, you are the stuff.
You're awesome,
Thank
Candy.
you for making our day.
Love you.
Thank you. And thank y'all for what y'all do for us. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
We'll see you later.
See you later.
This is a fun spot when somebody's trying to turn the camera off.
Ooh, now the camera's on us.
Hey!
Now.
Look at that.
Now the real show. The real show is here.
There it is.
She's talking about David Pollock, man. David Pollock was a hoss at Georgia.
Yeah.
He was quite the
I'm just tired of Georgia winning.
Do you not understand that everyone says that about Alabama?
Yeah.
Except Alabama fans.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody outside of an Alabama fan says, "Man, I really hope Alabama wins."
Yeah, but it's been 2 bad years. So
it's been too many years since Alabama's won.
2.
And that's too long.
It is too long.
That's way too long.
It is.
Man. To have that kind of life. To have that kind of life where your sports team.
I mean, as long as we got Nick Saban, I'm just holding on to this moment.
Nick Saban. Yep. That old Nicky. Love that guy. I'm an Auburn fan. If you can't tell.
I know.
I just love him.
And
I would love him if he ever came to, coach for us.
Yeah, I mean,
I would love it.
Yeah,
I'll give him a call. I'll give him a call this afternoon. Hey, Nick, it's your old buddy Jordan.
Yeah,
you want to come coach for Auburn?
Like for $5.
$5.
$5.
There's an Abe Lincoln and a Burger King Whopper with your name on it, Buckaroo. We're like, who is this? Stop calling me.
Yeah. Don't ever call me again.
Don't ever call me.
Don't talk to me.
How'd you get this number?
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah. So Nick Saban, though, he's impressive.
You know, I thought I was going to
get away from his coaching thing. If you ever just sit and listen to his leadership, I hope, and he probably has written a leadership book. He needs to.
Yeah.
He has spits leadership. It's just.
I mean, he just is one of those dudes
that you just want to sit and like take notes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking about leadership things he says that can apply to anything.
Yeah.
Just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I thought I was going to get a continuous champion. I'm a Chicago Cubs fan, too.
Yeah.
And the Chicago Cubs won the World Series in 2016. And I was like, these guys are young. This team is hungry. We are going to be competing for years.
Yeah.
And I
was wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing. Well, the Braves, though. The Braves put out a better season this year.
Yeah, they did. It's wild how that goes, though.
Than the year before.
Yeah, it's strange how that goes.
And they won a World Series.
I'm going to tell you, though, I think if the Braves had gone back to the World Series, I don't think anyone's going to beat the Houston Astros this year.
You know,
Houston was just so good.
I'm just not, I don't know. I'm not as in tuned
I'm a big
to baseball.
Oh, I love baseball. Love it.
How are you loving the new rule? The new pitch clock.
I'm not a fan personally, but at the same time, I also think
how does it work?
I think I'm wise enough to say that they're doing it during spring training to fine tune it, and so hopefully it is going to get finely tuned. I mean, it definitely does speed up the game.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm the type of person I'm like, I don't need the game to be sped up. I like the game the way it is,
as long as possible.
Yeah, but I realize most people are not on that line with me.
Gotcha.
How does it work?
So here's how it works. A pitcher has 15 seconds to deliver the ball with the bases empty, or 20 seconds with the bases occupied. Now, the hitter must be in the box and facing the pitcher.
With like 8 seconds left?
With no less than 8 seconds remaining.
Yep, or it's a called strike.
Yes. Did you see that happen?
I did.
You did?
Oh, I saw it happen.
I saw it happen,
I had
too.
some opinions.
You do? Yeah.
I think it's a terrible way to end the game. I think it's a terrible way to end the game. I get it. They want to implement this. They want to speed up the game. But the game is already so beautiful. It's already so wonderful. I mean, think about it. I mean, what was everyone's complaining about the Super Bowl? Can't believe they called that penalty at the end. There's no flags in baseball. Nothing like that. There's no time limit.
There's no crying.
There are now.
Baseball.
Yeah.
Well,
there is a time limit as pitching goes, but that doesn't. You still have to face 27 batters.
Yeah.
You know, that doesn't take down the amount of batters you have to face.
Yeah.
So there is a clock, but it doesn't. You can't winding down the clock is actually your enemy.
Right. Well, this is what we were just alluding to. In case nobody else saw it, here's a little clip.
Oh, man.
This is now illegal in baseball. This is now illegal. And this lost a team a game. MLB's new pitch clock rules are messing with people's heads. A pitcher now has 20 seconds from the time they get the ball to the time they start their motion with somebody on base. If they ask for a new ball like James Karinchak did, that could be used as a stalling tactic so the clock doesn't restart. If they don't pitch the ball before 20 seconds is up, it's an automatic ball. But if a pitcher is ready to pitch and the batter isn't ready, that's an automatic strike. If the clock gets down to 8 seconds and the pitcher is on the rubber, but the batter isn't in the box looking at the pitcher, that's an automatic strike. Which is exactly what happened to Manny Machado and cost the Braves the game. When Cal Conley stepped into the box with a 3-2 count in the bottom of the ninth with the bases loaded in a tie game. The pitcher was on the rubber with 8 seconds left while Conley was looking at the ground. This automatic strike was strike 3, and since it's spring training, that ended the game in a tie. Players are obviously still getting used to the pitch clock, which will limit all the meaningless stalling in between pitches, making the games run faster with less downtime.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't like it.
Me either.
I don't like it.
I understand why they're doing it to speed things up.
Stupid.
But at the same time, exactly.
They're going to cut the game in half.
Yeah, I mean it does. And see, that's the thing. Like, all right, look, baseball does not have a salary cap. So meaning, if I want to go to see, it is actually cheaper for me to go see the Chicago Cubs. Well, maybe not now, but it was cheaper for me to go see the Chicago Cubs play in Atlanta than it was for me to actually go out to Chicago and see the Cubs play in Wrigley Field.
All right, guys, I got to hit an ID, and let's continue this on air. Here we go.
Thank you, Steve-O.
Uh-huh.
88.5 JFM is WJIA Guntersville. Streaming online at 885jfm.com.
So we were just talking about this new Major League Baseball pitch clock rule, and if you haven't seen the video yet, you need to go check it out. We just played it actually over on our live on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. So,
Crazy.
Anyway, if you don't know Jordan over here, he's like a diehard baseball guy, and he's
Just
really
learn.
got an opinion about this. So, Jordan, what do you think about
Take
this?
it away.
Take it away, man. What do you think about this new pitch clock
Famous
rule?
last words. Take it away, Jordan. Look, I don't like it. But at the same time, I think that there are some ways that they can tweak it to make it a little bit better. And I do appreciate them bringing this out in spring training.
Yeah.
Instead of like during the season saying, we'll get used to it. Because could you imagine Boston and Atlanta playing an actual season game, not a preseason game, but a season game,
right?
And the game being over or bases loaded and the guy gets out on because he's not looking at the pitcher with 8 seconds left on the clock. Can you imagine the
intense.
madhouse that would create?
Well, you want to hear what kind of madhouse it was when it got called on Atlanta.
Yeah.
I'm going to play this clip. Now, I know you can't see it on the radio, but you can hear what's going on just fine. Here, take a listen to this.
I think I know what you're doing.
Could have rung him up easily. Uh-oh.
And now what?
He's out.
They have called strike 3. Wow! This is mayhem! Automatic strike 3 called with the bases loaded in a tie game in the bottom of the 9th. This is baseball in 2023.
Oh, the 2-strike strikeout. That's it. 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. 3-2. Bases are juiced, and he wasn't alert in time, and they punch him out.
Wow.
It's amazing. The
I wonder what
refs
the fans
survived
thought.
that.
Yeah, I wonder what the fans thought. You couldn't
Right?
hardly hear them. No,
I
they
heard some
hated it.
booing.
Oh yes, I did too.
A lot of booing.
Yeah, it's not. I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to make the game more accessible to the casual fan. But by doing this, they're actually going to make the casual fan angry because the casual fan is going to be like, well, that was a dumb way to end the game.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it's America's pastime. I don't think we need to mess with it.
Yeah.
You just leave it alone.
There's no flags in baseball. There's no real penalties in baseball. I mean, you can balk and, stuff like that. But there's no, they can review a play now and see if a base runner was safe. But there's such a purity to the game. And adding this pitch clock, I feel personally takes away from the purity of the game. Give me the universal DH all day. I'll keep the universal DH. Take away the pitch clock.
Well,
I don't like it.
We'll see how long it takes to trickle down to like AHSAA to high school or even college.
That was my question.
Yeah.
How long?
Right?
Does that go into college?
I don't know. I mean,
does that go into?
You're going to
have preparing somebody.
Yeah, you're going to have to get used to that. Like you're going to have to get used to getting on the rubber and getting ready to throw your 88 mile per hour slider.
Right.
I mean but that's what made the game. I mean, Darvish used to. I mean, he was a player for the Cubs a few years ago. He used to take like 10 minutes to throw one pitch.
Yeah,
it wasn't obviously that long, but he took forever.
Yeah.
I mean, he made you wait. That's part of the game.
Yeah.
Is a batter is ready to hit. They're in the zone, and you're just sitting there just goofing.
You can't do that anymore.
No, you can't do that anymore. And now people like Max Scherzer, this actually makes him better because Max Scherzer is a very intense person, and he just fires fastballs.
Yeah.
So it depends on the player, but now, it's going to have to trickle down into college. I could talk about this
then
all
high
day.
school.
Yeah, I could talk about this all day. I'm not going to, but it's just I've already shared my thoughts with others, and I'm not a fan.
Yeah. So we'll see how long it takes. It's a developing thing, but I know it's trial by fire right now. It's got a lot of people up in arms about it.
Steve-O don't need no clock to strike nobody out, though. He don't need no clock.
No. Don't need no clock.
Throw that 88 mile-per-hour knuckleball.
There it is.
There we go.
Flinging it.
How about let's hear from one of our sponsors real quick? We'll come right back with a clutch moment.
Here we go.
This show is powered in part by Charburger, home of the famous char-grilled Wildcat Burger, scrumptious chicken fingers, Philly cheesesteaks, and jumbo crispy onion rings. Open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. And located at 3848 Alabama Highway 69 in Guntersville.
The clutch moment.
I over the years have really kind of dove into what I'm about to talk about, I guess internally for myself, but I want to begin by asking a question. This is basically the title of what we're talking about today. What will they say about you? I don't know if you've ever seen the movie The Gladiator.
Yeah.
But there's a famous quote at the beginning where the General Maximus Decimus Meridius stands in front of his army and he says, "What we do in life echoes into eternity."
Mm-hmm.
I love that quote. It's one of my favorite quotes in the whole world.
It's a good movie, too. It's a great movie.
Yeah. See, I believe, like one of our former United States Secretary of States, Wilming Jennings Bryan, said, destiny is not a matter of chance. It's a matter of choice. It's not a thing to be waited for. It's a thing to be achieved. See, the Bible in James chapter 4, 13 through 14 says, "Look here, you who say today or tomorrow, we're going to a certain town and we'll stay there a year. We will do business there and make a profit. How do you know what you will be like tomorrow? Your life is like morning fog. It's here for a little while and it's gone forever."
Mm-hmm.
And that's important because that James says that, because what he's saying is our time is temporary.
Yeah.
So our life makes an echo and we have to make a difference with it. So the facts of life. And I want to say this so powerfully, and I hope everybody hears this who's listening. Be somebody worth following.
Yeah.
Be somebody worth following. And me and you have the unfavorable, unenjoyable job of going to a lot of funerals.
Yeah.
Because we're pastors.
We do.
And sadly, Jordan, I've gone to some funerals where the people who talk about the person over the casket are completely wrong about who's in the casket.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I want to say this to you out there. Let your character as a Christian and as a person and your integrity make you stand out so much that the people at your funeral won't have to lie about how good of a person you were. But in their heart of hearts, they know that they know who you really were.
Yeah, of course.
And my question to you today is this, Jordan. Why is it so important that we live an authentic Christian walk? Why is that so important?
Well, it's important because as Christians, we have to remember that Christ gave his life for us.
Yeah.
For his people. And therefore, now that we have repented and believed in the gospel that Christ came to die for sinners, he rose again on the third day, because Christ gave his life for us, we now give our lives for him. That's what a Christian is. A Christian is not somebody who just sits back and lives an inauthentic life.
Yeah.
A Christian lives an authentic life, and part of that authenticity is realizing and understanding to people, like, hey, I'm a sinner, but I'm a sinner saved by a gracious and merciful God.
Yeah.
And if you're going to look to me as an authentic Christian, you have to look at me with warts and all.
Yeah.
You know, because I think so many people think that an authentic Christian means that you never, ever, ever screw up.
No.
Or never, ever, ever. And we know that that's not true.
Right.
But the world thinks that that's what we are, that we're goody two-shoes and that we never mess up and we never have issues. And that's just not true.
I think it's a good scripture that it says a righteous man falls 7 times but he gets back up.
Yeah, absolutely.
We fall all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. Number 2, the second thing I want to say is remember your life as an example.
Yeah, absolutely.
And on this show, so many times, Stephen could back this up. We've had cheerleaders on here, and I always ask this question because it amazes me. If you've ever gone to a football game, There's a group of little girls that stare at the cheerleaders.
Yeah.
These little girls. You can see them almost dreaming and making a statement by their action that one day I'm going to be her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, almost like they're Cinderella or they're Snow White or whatever. Like, one day that's going to be me.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think all of us, though, have people that look up to us and that follow us. So how important is our example to others, Jordan?
Well, our example is unbelievably important. And here's the thing that I learned about my childhood heroes, all the men and women of the Christian faith that I have looked up to through the years. And I just thought they were just these incredible people. And they were. They did not think that they were incredible.
No.
They didn't think that they were... that anyone was listening, that anyone was watching.
Yeah.
A lot of times, they, when you talk to them, you're like, oh, you remember that? I don't even remember that.
Yeah.
But that impacted your life. And so living as an example and being a person who someone can look up to is paramount for them growing and for them understanding that, okay, it helps to know that the way I feel now is the way a lot of my heroes and my leaders felt.
That's powerful.
Because I feel like sometimes, is anyone even listening?
Yeah.
Is anyone even doing anything? But, last Sunday night, we had a girl repent and believe in the gospel for the first time.
That's phenomenal.
And in my mind, I was like, I don't even know if anyone's even listening.
Right.
Right. But God moved.
Yeah.
And that's encouraging to me that it's not based upon the excellence of my words.
Right.
It's based upon the excellency of Christ and God drawing his people to himself.
So good.
Yeah.
See, your life, whether good or bad, is a living example of what someone else can do. It's an example of a life that may have gone through hurt and obstacles and pain, but it's an example that you actually can go through. See, a life with Christ is the missing ingredient to be able to have a life that people will want to emulate.
Yeah.
Which gets to my third point. Remember, how you play the game of life now will affect the next generation, whether you like it or not.
Absolutely.
So, and this is my last question. Jordan, do you believe we can change things in our future, even if our family and friends around us in the past have struggled to make it past something?
Yeah, of course. You are not guilty of your family's sins.
No.
You certainly can be if you let it.
If you continue.
Yeah, if you continue, you certainly can be, but you are not guilty of your family's sins. And for someone who's out there listening, I want to encourage you. Your family might have a rough family history. You might have a great family history. That's awesome. If you have a great family history, it's not awesome if you don't. But here's the thing. You are not grandfathered into this faith. God has many children, but he has no grandchildren. That's Steve Lawson. I wish I could come up with that, but I didn't. God has many children, but he has no grandchildren. You have to make this faith your own. So whether you have a family that's full of believers, awesome. You have to make this faith your own. Or if you're the first believer in your family for generations, you have to make this faith your own. It's not something that is given to you. It's not something that's granted to you. And it's also not something that your generational sins keep you from.
Yeah.
Just because your family has done some bad
terrible
things and some generational sins that have lasted for a long time does not mean that Christ is holding that over your head where he's not going to forgive you if you ask for it.
One of my favorite quotes to end things: God doesn't consult your past to create your future.
This is true. That'll preach too.
And that's good.
Yeah. That's really good news.
Yeah. Hey, we're going to pray. God, we come to you now, and we thank you, God, that you believe that we can be something more than everybody around us has been, God, that we don't have to make the same mistakes that our family and friends have made, that we can be somebody for you. Lift us up, be near us, God. Help us to live a life that echoes into eternity, things that show you. In your holy and awesome name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right.
Boom shakalaka.
Yeah. In a minute, we're going to have to get Steven to make us laugh. You got pretty passionate about that baseball stuff.
Yeah, I get mad about that stuff, man.
You showed him.
You can't.
You stuck it.
If only the MLB would call me, I could fix
Why
their
does
issue.
nobody care about what Jordan has to say?
Give me a call, Rob Manfred.
Listen to the Jordan.
Give me a call. And no. You know what, Rob, don't give me a call, okay? Okay, David Ross of the Chicago Cubs manager, give me a call, bro. I will be a relief pitcher for you. I will do it for the league minimum.
One day.
No, I want to be there for the whole season.
Yeah.
I want to be there for the whole season. Sorry, Seth, I know that you want me to come on the radio show,
yes.
but if I get drafted by the Cubs, I'm sorry, I'm going to go to the Cubs.
I believe that.
David Ross, I will be a knuckleballer. I will come out of the pen and I will throw a 60-mile-per-hour knuckleball, and I will strike absolutely no one out. But you know what? You know what? I'll look good doing it. I'll
strike nobody out.
I would look good. I'll take the most random number. I'll take 92. I don't care. Get me on the field.
That's right.
Get me on the field. Give me that jersey, David Ross. Hope you're listening. He's probably not.
I'm sure he is.
All the way from Chicago. Do we reach Chicago, Steven?
Yeah, man.
Boom!
We do.
We do.
He reached the entire world.
He's going to.
It's called streaming.
This is true.
Yeah.
he's going to find me.
You need to send him your resume.
I need to do.
I will strike 0 people out.
I need to go out there.
I will throw a 30-mile-an-hour fastball. It'll be awesome.
We need to go out there and do a training
I will drive
video.
an Oscar Mayer Wiener vehicle to practice
every day. And I'm going to turn my cap around backwards like Ken Griffey Jr., but it's going to be an Oscar Mayer Wiener hat.
Yeah.
Instead of,
No NIL deals there.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah. And, look, just pay me I think the league minimum is like $750,000.
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
I'll show up.
Yeah, I'll show up. Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Yeah, I'll do it, man.
I'll be terrified as you throw those 100-mile-an-hour fastballs
and
by me.
I guarantee you that I will make the pitch clock because I will be so scared I will want to do nothing but throw the ball and get off the mound.
That's right.
Yeah.
I would be a distraction.
Yeah, I would. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I could do that.
Steven, make us laugh.
Okay, I got something for you here. You know when your little child, your little baby, your little mini me comes into the world.
Oh yeah.
The baby.
They come into the world. They can't quite talk yet.
Not quite.
I mean, that's not it's not a secret or anything. But what exactly is going through their little heads?
I'm sure we're gonna find out.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah, take a look.
Can't wait.
Take a listen.
Man, y'all yanked me out for this and her? Man, look at this, man. Nah, I ain't feeling it. It smells funny out here, too. Hey, yo, Mom, put me back in that oven. You know what I'm saying? Let me hit the snooze button on birth. Put me back here at 375.
Wow.
This is true. Think about it. You're in the womb for 9 months. You have a stereo system. You have your TV. You have everything in place.
That's right.
And then they just bring you right on
away.
out. All that stuff. You're living rent free.
Yeah.
Rent free. And now you have a paper trail, and the IRS will find you.
Taxes are inevitable.
Thank you for bringing me out so the IRS can find me. I'm sure that's going to be George's first words to me.
But
I can't wait.
Grandest father, thank you for bringing me out into this world.
You celebrate milestones too, like when they start crawling, when they start walking, start talking their first words, all that stuff, and then they get a little older and they enjoy being in the kitchen and they like to try their hand at cooking stuff. And, I mean, a pretty easy thing is the grilled cheese, right?
Oh, yeah.
But when you want something sweet, maybe a brownie. It's a little more intricate, but I think most everybody can put a brownie together.
I like brownies.
Ooh, me too.
I
would like
everybody
a brownie now.
My daughter made brownies for the first time.
You are so mean.
Oh!
They're super chewy.
It's amazing his teeth didn't come out.
Yeah. Ooh, that's like crunching on a rock, son.
Yeah.
Bless.
The crunch of a brownie.
I heard it.
How it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You heard the crunch of the brownie. You heard her cringing in the background.
Did you hear her go?
I tried.
You're so mean.
I tried my best.
It'll get better.
You're so mean. I can't wait. If I have a daughter, I cannot wait for my daughter to say, "You're so mean."
The way you torment. You torment. I can't wait.
I'm a great tormentor, and I cannot wait to do that. Like I tell Jennifer all the time, she gets so mad at me when she's like, "Well, what if George can't, do something?" And I'm like, "Well, honey, the world needs ditch diggers too."
There you go.
And she gets so mad. She's like, "You will not say that to him." I was like, "Yes, I will. You got to humble him. You got to humble him in Mario Kart. You got to humble him in sports, and you got to humble him in the words."
That's my son. We got one of those razor scoops. I would just like to announce that my kid finally beat me in a game last night.
He did.
It was a little humiliating.
What game?
It's NHL 19, and
Boom.
I was skating down, and I couldn't figure out how to hit the puck into the.
Yep.
And he could, and I lost my first game.
So you played a hockey game with your boy. I'm proud of you for that. Hockey's awesome.
And he beat me.
Hockey's the best. Hockey's so cool.
It was not a good day. Well, I mean, it was a good day, but
it was a good day.
I was sad.
I went by Walmart today, and I got I got a little baseball, like a little blue baseball bat, and a wiffle ball, and we have some property next to ours, and I can't wait to take George out there when it gets consistently warm enough and not raining every day.
More than a day.
Yeah, consistently warm enough to take him out there and just hit that ball and let him go chase it, and then try and strike him out. I cannot wait to strike my son out.
Did you hear that, Steven?
I cannot wait to strike him out.
Do you do that to Grace?
It's a rite of passage.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah,
It
you
really
have
is.
to.
Yeah.
My father struck me out so many times.
Just know on Madden, I destroy my son on Madden.
Oh, yeah, you have to. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
It's humbleness.
The only thing about playing ball is, especially if you get a new glove, you really got to work that thing.
Yeah.
Because you're literally...
it crunches like that brownie when you first put your
You
hand
can't
in
really
it.
close it that well to
brownie.
catch the ball. So the first few times, it's like it's smacking them in the head. They're trying to catch it, but they can't do it.
Yep.
So it takes working that thing out. You ever seen somebody work out a catcher's mitt before?
I think I know what you're talking about.
Well,
but
yeah, it's when they kind of wear it in a little bit, get it a little more comfortable.
got to wear it in, yeah.
Well, the Savannah Bananas has a tech.
Yeah, the Savannah Banana.
Yes,
they have
do.
a tech that does that, and it's not really a long video, but this is what it looks like.
Man.
It's a lot of repetitive striking and folding and pushing, and yeah, a lot goes into it.
Don't you like the colors?
I mean, the
Love the
Savannah
colors.
Bananas have been sold out for like years.
I need a Savannah Banana jersey. Just because I want
I think
one.
we should take a group trip to the Savannah Bananas.
Steven?
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Can you work that out?
Oscar Mayer,
Get us
Wiener,
Press
Mobile.
passes. Press passes.
I can try.
I mean,
How much?
why have we not tried this press pass thing for like
Yeah.
Alabama? Or
We're celebrities.
Come on, Steven.
I'm a celebrity. I'm Duke the dog, for
There
goodness
you go.
sakes.
We'll dress him up. We'll bring him like Duke the dog. I mean,
I keep thinking, I know this is not what Duke
who
the
don't
dog
want
wore.
their picture with the Oscar Mayer Wiener
Yeah.
mobile? I
But
mean,
here's what I would say. When you say dress me up as Duke the dog, I keep thinking of like those paintings of like a dog face, but they're wearing like an old like 1800s like French general outfit
I'll
or
take
whatever.
it.
I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do that.
yeah.
I'll do that. I'll
Yeah.
have a dog face, just this face in general, and
Steven,
I'll wear.
that's
yeah.
going to work.
Yeah.
Okay,
Get your
What do
picture
you
with
think?
Duke the dog.
we can make it happen.
Yeah.
He did what was it from
What was it?
what was that the mascot? I can't Wally. You did Wally Wildcat so
But
good.
We don't even know Wily Wildcat. So I just
Yeah.
gave Wily Wildcat a British accent.
That was hilarious.
Hello, governor.
It was great.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah, that was a good episode. That girl was that wasn't the girl.
Ella Sampson.
Yeah, that wasn't the girl who was like, I want to hang out with sharks. That girl scared
No,
me.
that was the girl before Fate.
Yeah.
Fate.
Yeah.
She was
Yeah.
amazing.
She was amazing. All of our guests have been amazing.
Yeah.
But I remember the two I remember the most so far. are-
Mildly terrifying.
is the girl who from Albertville who was like, I just want to get in the water and
Shark protector.
Shark protector. Yeah, you're gonna protect them because they're gonna be eating you.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, that's been the one
She's
time
like,
I've been like,
you
I'm out.
swim upright.
Yeah.
And you hit him on the nose.
Yeah, just hit him on the nose.
Steven, you want to do that job?
Yeah.
No.
I don't want to
But
do that job.
I did come across
Either.
somebody who
Oh, no.
enjoys sharks.
You're
No.
underwater,
Oh!
and you see the thing that you were taught your whole life to fear, and it doesn't want to hurt you, and it's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen.
Yep. That's why he's smiling at you like that.
And your whole world changes.
He is like,
Nope.
if I could eat you right now, if
Yeah.
I could eat you right now, you would be my supper.
Look, these are lies.
Those are lies, Steven.
These are government
Lies.
lies. They're trying to get me in the water.
Have we
It's
never-
not going to work.
Have we never? Okay.
Yeah, cut your finger
Bone
and
the
see
pit.
cut your finger and see if Mr. Shark's real nice then.
Yeah.
Give a little cut and let that blood get in the water.
He's smiling at me. Look at him smiling
look
at me.
little sweetheart. Little sweetheart.
What a sweet shark.
Good old Bruce.
Showing me his teeth.
What a sweetheart. Yeah. You want some? Here, I'll cut my finger. And then all of a sudden he's
Did you
engulfed.
see the shark?
Yeah.
He's
What?
like, the thing that you were taught to fear. He's smiling at you because he wants to eat you.
The thing that you were taught to fear, and then you get in there and it's not fearful at all. Well, guess what?
All right, big boy, stick your hand in his mouth.
Stick your hand in your mouth. See how that goes. Yeah, get a nosebleed underwater. It's gonna go real well for you.
This is great.
Right, you could not pay me enough money.
Right, well, you were thinking the same thing. Though.
No way am I ever getting that close to a shark and going to be like, oh, well, this is so much nicer than I thought.
The thing that we were taught to fear, the only reason he's not eating me in this moment is that he can't get his teeth over my hand because I'm holding him back with my nose.
And
it's like because me and you are taller, it's like the short kid that annoyed you and wanted to knock at you, and you put your hand out because you could literally hold their whole body back.
Yeah. That's like saying...
So they couldn't hit you because they couldn't reach you. And that's what I just saw.
That's about as dumb. That's about as dumb as getting around a velociraptor and a velociraptor not, eating you immediately and be like, oh, they're so much nicer when they're, when they've just eaten.
When they only eat your hand.
Yeah, good grief.
It's a sweetheart. It's a sweetheart.
Yeah, look at this little sweetheart just swimming around.
Here's my bone to pick.
Uh-oh.
Okay, have you ever seen him advertise for Shark Week?
Oh, yeah.
They always show how big, scary, and intimidating the shark is. Then they go into the TV show, and in this TV show, they go on for 5 days explaining to you that the shark is not dangerous and it doesn't want to eat you.
Yeah, that's
what's up, guys? How you doing?
We're talking about sharks.
Shark Week.
We cannot wait to get y'all in on this.
Yeah, come on in.
Come on in, gents.
Have a sit. Jack, have a sit. Jack and Brian Sibaja.
Brian Sibaja.
Did I say it right? Yes. Come on, somebody.
Rock and roll.
All right.
We tried that for a few.
Guys.
We tried that for a bit.
We practiced your name.
Yeah, Sibaja.
Sibaja.
We practiced it.
We like it. We want to let Steven adopt it.
Yeah, Steven's the guy back there. We want to call him Steve-O Sibaja.
Sibaja.
Yep. We're all Sibajas.
Steven, so we want you to show them the shark video once more. Because we want to discuss.
Yeah, we're discussing sharks.
Sure.
Shark Week.
All right, well.
And then I want you to pull the commercial of Shark Week this past year, because I want to make a point. So go ahead.
Make the point.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Preach.
You're underwater, and you see the thing that you were taught your whole life to fear, and it doesn't want to hurt you, and it's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. And your whole world changes.
Is that not stupid?
I wouldn't do it.
That thing would eat you in a minute.
So,
in a minute.
Here's my point. Steven, I know you can do it.
We believe in you, Steve.
Shark Week. It's like a 30-second commercial.
Yeah.
I want you to pull any of them.
All of them.
Any of the commercials. Any one of them.
We're now devoting the rest of our time to Shark Week.
Yeah. I love Shark Week. But those jokers spend 5 days, 3 hours a night, telling you that the shark's not going to hurt you. But then they advertise Shark Week like whenever Steven pulls it up, like the commercial, in a minute. And by the way, that shark was not harmless. That shark could not eat that man because he was holding him back with his nose.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Did y'all see the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay. So, here we go. And action. Oh, that's 8 minutes. The shark. Okay, so
Headstone hell.
So even as we're sitting here, there's a shark cage with giant great whites going around. Yeah. But they want you to conserve the sharks because they're not dangerous to you.
They put a cow carcass. Why did? Well, yeah, the sharks are so nice. They're just going to come in there and kiss the cow.
What sweetheart?
Yeah,
they're harmless.
Sweetheart.
They're harmless, but they'll rip a cow in half.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so my point here is really.
Yeah.
There's some
no
really
reason.
bad, and they have to advertise that point of view because nobody wants to watch somebody be nice to a shark.
No.
They want to see them jump out of the water.
You could
and
not
attack people.
You could not pay me enough money to do anything with sharks. I'm serious. I could under no circumstances.
Terrifying. Would you get in a cage with a shark?
No.
In a cage with a shark?
Oh, shark cage with great whites.
So shark cage, but the shark is on the outside of the cage.
Yes.
No, I've seen Jaws. It
depends. If it's like a great white, no. But if it's like a reef shark,
maybe a tiger shark, maybe. Well, they're pretty aggressive too.
Go ahead,
they're
Brian.
They're not as big.
Tell us how you feel about it.
Yeah, what would you do?
I don't know about that.
Also, would you get in the water with a cow carcass?
Cow carcass.
And great white sharks swimming around.
Well, now, we need context for this cow carcass. Is the cow carcass to feed a shark?
And that's a no,
or
right there.
Are you in like the Gunnersville public pool?
Look at this
and there's a
sweetheart of a shark. He's so sweet.
Look at this big old sweetheart.
He's so sweet.
What a nice guy. Their eyes. They don't even,
so cute.
Yeah, they don't even look alive until they bite into
20-foot
you.
shark about to eat me. Just a beautiful thing.
They won't hurt you, but watch this.
Have y'all seen Jaws? Have y'all seen Jaws?
Yep.
Okay.
I actually have not.
Oh, it's a great movie.
No way.
It's a great movie. It's a classic movie.
Explains why he's such a good swimmer. You never thought there was a shark in the deep end of the pool.
Yeah. Ooh,
but Steven, does this not just prove my point?
It proves your point.
Yeah, I got you.
And then homie swimming to the cage? No. No.
Yeah.
No, you got the cow carcass floating around.
I must admit, Steve-O knows how to get us talking. Baseball and sharks.
Yeah.
Like, he knows
Look at
how
that.
to get
You
me
gotta
talking.
swim from there to the boat. That's too far.
I will give you my opinions on baseball and the pitch clock, and I will also give you my unfettered opinions on sharks.
On this cow carcass.
Which is, don't you ever put me around a shark ever.
That's right. Like,
ever.
Look at these guys. They're just hanging out by the cow carcass.
Oh, let's take some pictures.
Oh, look,
we're
there's
stupid.
a cow carcass. Here comes a giant shark. He's so
Oh,
friendly.
look at him.
Look at him. He's so sweet.
Let's cut our
Don't
fingers.
you think sweet when you see that? Look at that right there. I feel like I'm about to die.
Coming from the darkness, just lurking up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Slowly.
Yeah. The ocean is a look at that thing. Gosh, no way.
Yeah. There's my proof that guy was wrong.
And look, that thing's
as big as a cow.
It's as big as the cow, and it could swallow that boat if it worked hard enough.
You know, all of us like a good steak, though. You got to be fair.
This is true.
I
mean, who doesn't?
That's fair.
You
And
know.
raw and in the ocean,
And there we
as
go.
a steak's meant to be enjoyed.
All right, Steven. I think I explored my point there.
We got 30 seconds to air.
All right.
Oh yeah, we've been off air, but they're seeing us on Facebook, so don't worry about it. Don't worry, we'll still talk about
Cassie
sharks.
says, I swim with sharks at Typhoon Lagoon.
Well, that's great. Don't invite me.
I was 22 at the time.
Do not invite me.
You're braver than all of us.
Cassie, we're all grateful that you
Cassie.
survived so Steven could have a
Cassie,
wife. We'd like to put that out there. But did you swim with those gentle great white sharks?
The Varsity Athlete Interview.
We're so excited to have Jack Whitmire and Brian Sibaja.
Woohoo!
Sabaha! Word of the day.
The Whitmire and Sibaja connection.
Sabaha!
Yep.
Ha!
I like it.
I like it.
Our coach
Gets
calls
me
us
further.
Bert and Ernie.
Bert and Ernie are here in
Love
the
it.
studio
Yeah, love it.
talking about sharks with us. It's a good day. Jack says he's not getting in there with the great whites. Brian says not a chance. So anyway,
we know where Jordan stands.
yeah. So anyway, we're so excited to have you. Both of you are swimmers, right? One of you plays football. Jack plays football also. Brian, he plays in the band.
Rock and
in
roll.
the band.
Nice.
Fantastic. So it's your junior year, it's your senior year.
Junior year. Yes, sir.
Right. Yep. Man, tell me about your year. Tell me about swim.
Brian, you might want to move your microphone just a smidge closer.
Where
there
did
you go.
where did you guys start? Yeah, pull it up to your mouth.
Yeah.
Where did you guys start?
Like a swimming career and everything?
Yeah.
When did you start? Like, what age were you?
About 5 years old, I think.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I was like 7, and there's like this rec league in Boaz. It's the Boaz Barracudas, and we both started there. And
so y'all have known each other for a while then.
Yeah.
Yes,
Gotcha.
sir. We live pretty close to each other too.
Cool.
So it's just the whole thing. But we started there, going all the way into high school.
So when did you know that you were going to be good?
I can't really remember my first year, but I know my second year I started getting pretty good. And
As a kid or in high school?
as a kid.
Gotcha.
Sabaha, talk to us.
For me, it was it just kind of clicked. I wasn't that good at first, and then just one day, it just I just got fast.
Yeah.
And
you just got fast.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right, Michael Phelps.
Just got fast. Those words have never been spoken about me in my life. You know, Jordan, he just got fast. No, that has not
Jordan
happened.
and I have been quoted as rocks.
Yeah, sink to the bottom of the pool.
We can hold our breath for extended periods of time.
Absolutely.
On the bottom.
Yeah.
On the bottom.
Yeah, I'm really good.
Because we're not speedy.
So, gents, when it comes... Okay, I have a question about your swimming, and then I'll have a question about the other things you do. But with your swimming, what would you say is your favorite moment so far in your swimming career?
Oh,
yeah.
Definitely winning state.
Rock and roll.
This year. It was Coach Williams last year with us, and it's also, my last year.
Are you a senior too, Brian?
No, I'm a junior.
Junior, okay, gotcha.
But we had some teammates, Adam and Reese, who are both also going to swim in college, and they're seniors as well.
Yeah.
And we got runner-up like 2 years in a row. So we really wanted this one. It was our last year, Coach Williams last year. And it was just a whole thing, and we pulled it through. So it was just really nice.
That is awesome. So y'all won. What about you, Brian?
I'd say it's also state.
Nice.
Just seeing how much progress you get from like starting out.
Yeah.
And all those practices leading up to state.
Yeah.
You see you progress more and more.
Yeah. That's awesome.
That's what I like to see.
I also think we wiped the record board too. Like we broke every record besides 50 free, but Adam had that one the year before. So
yeah.
Tell us about your coach. You kind of went there. Tell us about what makes him great. What was so special about him?
Coach Thomas, in a good way, he was relentless with some practices. He was always pushing us no matter what. He was holding us accountable when we would make mistakes and wanting to see us be as good as we could be. So
nice.
So, all right. Now I've heard some crazy things about some swimmers, and I mean that in a good way. Like, okay, the rumor was many years ago when Michael Phelps was competing in like the Olympics and stuff, he had to eat like 8,000 calories just because you burned so much in the pool. Mm-hmm. Have you ever reached the 8,000 calorie mark a day?
I've never officially counted, but there's definitely been days where I've been eating like all day.
Yep. You too?
Yeah, I never keep track, but it feels like sometimes I eat my body weight in food.
So what's your go-to after you swim? What's your go-to? Like, man, I got to get me some of this. Like, I got to get a Whopper. I got to get some chicken, whatever. What's your go-to?
I would say lately it's been like pasta, chicken and rice, stuff like that for me.
Like it.
So
I just go home, whatever my mom makes, I just devour all of it.
Now that's a good plan. Don't spend your money. Let mama make you something. There you
like
go.
it.
Yeah,
I like it,
man.
So both of you have been swimming for quite a while.
Yep.
Five. I tried swimming at 5.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That ended in a few practices. So I was sinking to the floor. Anyway,
again, you've gotten people that you've gotten people who can beat me up,
who are superior.
Yeah, this is superior to me
in every way to us.
And it's not appreciated. It's not appreciated.
So, okay, what is the difference between, because you're state champions now, what's the difference between you and everybody else? What are you doing extra that you might say that other teams aren't?
One thing I know that Coach Josh isn't a high school coach, but he's the head coach of MCSC, Marshall County Swim Club. I'm currently a part of it, and he coaches our summer team. And Coach Thomas even goes off of some of the stuff that he said with this, and it's underwaters. It's like your underwater butterfly kick.
Yeah.
And that was the thing that we've preached over the past couple of years, that we want to be better than everybody else. And it definitely helps, because I remember the first meet I focused on it, I dropped like 4 seconds, something like that.
Yeah.
And also we pay attention to all those small things, details and all that.
Yeah,
like
the tiny details are what makes the difference.
Mm-hmm. Like it could go from the rate your arms are going, your kick, your underwater, all that. And also we had a bunch of depth this year. Like Peyton Trotschool's like a 9th grader, and he's amazing. Like I think he medaled. At state. Wow, he's gonna
awesome.
be good.
Yeah.
And then, like, obviously me, Brian, Adam, Reese, Jude, we just had a lot of depth this year, and it really
that's what leads to a state championship is depth, you know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so with football, what position do you play football?
I was a safety and wide receiver.
Oh, okay, cool.
I played a bunch of special teams.
Gotcha.
This year.
And not what position? What do you play in band?
I'm a trumpet player.
Rock and roll. So you bring the jazz to the place, man.
Yep.
Nice, awesome. So with band and with swimming, how do you even? Because that seems like two intense schedules. How do you even like work that out? And the same question for you: how do you even work? Well, I know football and swimming, but you have to condition. The conditioning is different, right? For football and for swimming.
Definitely. Like at the end of football season, you're in pads all day. It's like 90 degrees. By the time football's over with, I could run around all day.
Yeah.
Like run a mile, 2 mile. But I would jump in the water, barely do like a 200.
Wow.
Like swimming conditioning and running conditioning is like completely different.
What's harder?
Honestly, once you really get into swim season, I'd say swim season.
Yeah.
Because the practices are pretty vigorous at times.
Yeah.
Because you'll do like 4,000 yards of practice, like 4,300. I did a.
So I mean, you don't do it.
Yeah.
I did a 4,000 yard practice last night.
Woo.
But yeah, I remember my junior year, I was doing like football all the fall. I didn't really get into the water until football was over with, and I had like 2 weeks, and then we had state. And
wow.
I didn't do bad, but I didn't do as good as I wanted. So this year, when school started, I'd wake up at like 5:45, go swim, go to school, football, come home, do homework, and like I'll just have to wake up, go swim, and then go do what I would do in a day. And it helped out because by the time football's over with and I came back to swim, I was in better condition.
You were not as far back as everything. What about you, Brian? With band and with swimming, what does that even like?
Band and
look
swim
like?
are like right at the exact same time that they start. So what I usually do is I have to go to band practice because that starts first.
Yeah.
I usually ask my teacher if I can leave like halfway through or at least 30 minutes before, because that's when swim starts. He usually says okay. So then right as soon as it's 30 minutes before, I have to leave, drop everything, go into my car, drive all the way to the rec center and get to the pool. I just jump right in.
Yeah. Okay, so But like conditioning and everything with your swimming, and then does that help you with the heat of band? Because I'm a youth pastor and I have a lot of kids who were in band, and they said the heat is just awful.
It's hot.
But does the conditioning with swim help you with that a little bit?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Because after all that swimming, it gets hot. You get used to it eventually.
I bet jumping in the pool would be really nice.
It is.
Oh man.
I bet one thing that really helps you too is breath control, because when you're in that pool, you're having to control your breath all the time. When you're playing trumpet, you have to control your breath all the time. Have you unlocked circular breathing yet, where you can keep a continuous note on that trumpet? Is it something you've worked on?
Yeah, I've worked on it a little bit. But I don't think I can keep a continuous note, but I can definitely. I got some lung capacity, honestly.
Yeah, that's cool. I figured that would really help you in that department. That's awesome, man.
So what are you saying is Jack needs to start playing trumpet?
Yes.
Yeah.
I cannot hold my breath.
Jack,
I cannot hold my breath.
Jack, you will be the new Michael Phelps if you start
There you
playing
go,
trumpet.
Jack. All you gotta do is play the trumpet.
I got somebody to teach me right here.
Brandon Drew. There you go. You were a few minutes ago. You were talking about all your teammates and everything. What made this team special this year? That made them. What are some extra things you did? Some stuff that bonded you together. You just named off the whole team, so they must have been special to you. Talk about that. What kind of team building things do you do? What kind of things bond you together to become that state championship team?
I mean, we were just all a bunch of friends, and we've known each other forever. So, when you know each other forever and you're friends, it just kind of works out.
Yeah.
You know each other's strengths, weaknesses, all that. So.
And Boaz is 5A, 6A?
5A.
Okay. Gotcha. So 5A championship. That is pretty doggone impressive. Wow.
So Jack is he's a lifeguard.
Oh.
So
nice.
you're a lifeguard where?
Boaz Rec Center.
Boaz Rec Center.
Okay.
So
I mean,
he could save you, Jordan.
He could from sinking like a rock.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll start flailing around in my little floaties.
I would pay money to see that.
You'd pay money for my floaties.
How to have somebody grab a phone?
Yeah. Help!
Help! If you can pull Jordan out,
yeah,
You got the goods.
I'll go ahead and tell you, when someone saves me, I go limp. So
it's like take the wheel.
I want to be. Yeah, I want Jesus take the wheel. You got to get me out of here. Yeah.
So, Brian, do you have a job? Something?
Yeah, I'm in lifeguard with him.
Oh, you love both
right.
of you.
So,
you know, all right.
It might take both of you to get me out of the pool.
Yeah, it's going to take
both
every bit of both of you to get him out.
I'm a gorilla.
So I have to get some reinforcements.
Hey, we're going to take a quick music break, and we're going to be back with some of the fun stuff. So, listen here. Forensics.
And by music break, you mean that he's going to play the trombone.
I'm taking a forensics class right now.
Forensics?
Forensics.
Like,
it's
like
really interesting.
Crime scene forensics?
Yep. I really like it.
In high school.
Rock and roll.
I really like it, yep. I'm taking
that.
it this year. I think you could have took it last year, but I'm taking it this year.
Man. See, I watch crime documentaries a lot on Netflix and Hulu and stuff like that. Why are you shaking your head, bro? It's interesting.
I used to.
What do you not like about it?
Well, it's not that. I'm sitting here, I'm thinking of every female that we've interviewed here in the last 3 months, probably. They all watch these documentaries.
Yeah,
and
bro.
I'm like, why are you getting ready to kill your boyfriend / future husband?
I like
It's weird. It's a whole trend. I
like trying to solve it.
They're
all of them.
That.
Yeah.
All of them.
They watch every bit of it, every season, every episode, everything.
You know what terrifies me? You know they're planning for our deaths, I think.
They know the ins and outs of it.
Right?
Yeah.
They could definitely do it.
Man.
This is what you do. It just creeps me out.
And you're sitting there and you're watching a true crime documentary, eating some Funyuns and some Teddy Grahams. It's not a good night.
I haven't had Funyuns
together,
in a while.
you know, because you're just wild.
Teddy Grahams and
Teddy
Funyuns.
Grahams and Funyuns, and they're like, and he left his thumbprint on the doorknob, and you're like, you idiot with a mouthful of Teddy Grahams. What an idiot! What a loser!
Why would you do that?
Try better!
Why would you do that while you're vacuuming crumbs off of your chest, you know?
You're like pricking it off.
You mean that's not a regular Tuesday night for you guys?
So what? So Boaz has a forensics course. So what do you want to be when you grow up?
Right now I'm thinking about like real estate, something like that.
Cool. What about you, Brian?
So he can scope the place out for dead bodies before he sells
Brilliant.
the place. I like it. I see it.
You got to tell people about ghosts if it's haunted too. If the property's haunted, you have to disclose it.
Make some really good stories.
Yeah, absolutely. What about you, Brian? What do you want to do?
Sorry, what did you ask again?
what do you want to do when you grow up? What do you want to do? Like,
I don't know, just a bunch of little jobs that make money.
Okay, I mean, hey, money's
said
engineering.
Engineering.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I just like that his favorite class is forensics.
That would be my favorite class too. If
I know that.
It's really interesting.
Sounds like a fun class, but then he goes from that to real estate.
Yeah, from real estate.
Yeah, it's definitely a quick turnaround.
Yeah.
I always thought that I was
if you find that body, it's gonna be a quick turnaround.
I know how to deal with it.
Uh-oh.
I like it.
Steve-O's giving us the timer.
I thought you were going to say, I want to be in forensics. So,
I mean, that would be...
Which more and more kids are saying that, which, I mean, that's pretty cool, little CSI.
I mean, can you imagine a court going on now where DNA evidence is not involved? Mm-mm. People wouldn't even, people would be like, no, we need DNA evidence. We need to know that they were there.
Without DNA, serial killers go on forever.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
We're ready, Freddie.
Give me 15 seconds. I went ahead and hit a Charburger. All right, we got 10.
Monday through Saturday from 5:30 a.m. to 7 p.m.
All right, we're back here with Jack and Brian.
Woo woo.
And we're getting to the fun part. We just talked about forensics. We talked about a phenomenon that's happening. You can correct me if you want to. A Facebook world, whatever, at Varsity Radio Show.
Yeah.
Where almost all the teenage girls are watching these true crime stories, like in CSI, and they're obsessed with it, and it terrifies me that everybody now knows how to do the perfect crime.
I know how to do the perfect crime.
You never know what people are planning now.
That's right. And then
never.
I followed it up with Jack, what do you want to be when you grow up? And he said real estate agent. I'm trying to put forensics and real estate together, and it's just not blending. Anyway, so my boy over here, Jack, says that, before we get there, you got a scholarship offer.
You did.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I applied for Birmingham-Southern one night, and then
one night.
Just random.
No big deal.
And I told the swimming coach my times and everything, and then I had a text the next morning talking about setting up a call, turned in my application and everything, and when it came back, it said I got accepted, and I got like a presidential scholarship.
Nice.
So
Awesome.
it's like $8,000 a year.
Hey!
Ooh, nice.
Yeah,
You can swim for that.
definitely.
I'll swim for that, yeah.
Whatever they ask me, I'll have to do it now.
Yeah.
This is true, yeah.
So, Brian?
They'll hold that over your head for the rest of your life. Hey, remember that $8,000 we gave you?
Yeah, scholarship we're doing? All right, 200 butterflies.
Yeah, go ahead. Do it.
Brian, I saw that you would not mind going to the next level. Who do you want to go with?
I haven't really thought about that much yet, but maybe Jackson State University.
That's a good.
There you go.
That's a good place.
There you go.
I've been to the university for marching competition.
Yeah.
It looks very cool.
Jackson State's a very nice place.
Their marching band's fantastic.
Yes, they
Fantastic.
are. Would you do both in college? Would you do marching band and swim, or would you just maybe pick one? Ooh, we're asking the real questions now.
Yeah.
You hope your mama's listening in with that plate of pasta getting ready to make.
I told her to come in. I probably have to pick swim, honestly.
Okay, rock and roll. I mean that's a great choice. Obviously, the band would be a great choice too. But yeah, awesome, man.
The band and the swim team.
The band and the swim team.
So we ask this every time. We want to know a time or a moment where you had an embarrassing moment, where something hilarious happened, something funny during practice, during a meet, during whatever. But we want to hear about it. So, Jack, you look ready to
Brian's
go.
got something great, I can tell.
I was having to think. Literally the day before this happened, me and my friend were talking about, like, have we ever had an embarrassing moment? And we were both like, I don't think so. And then the very next day this happened. Like,
the universe was listening. They were like, wait a minute, they haven't had one? All right, we're going to have something.
They're due.
But me and my friend, JT, will work out at Therapy Plus together. And then afterwards, he was like, hey, do you want to go walk around the track? And I was like, yeah. And we were doing it. And then in the middle of it, we just started acting dumb. And like we were playing out like this little Star Wars thing in our head. And like I was laid out on the ground.
Oh, nice.
And he like pretended to have a lightsaber out, and we see somebody walk by. And we were both like, wow. And he said
that just happened.
He said something to the guy to where it wasn't as bad, but I was still sitting there like, wow, I can't believe it.
Well,
we were doing that and somebody walked by.
Brian's losing it over
being
here.
Star Wars is never embarrassing. Doing Star Wars is never embarrassing. That's
People
always
randomly
awesome.
do that all the time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Sibaja.
Yeah.
Talk to us.
Mr. Brian, what's going on?
This actually happened right at a swim meet.
Nice.
I was listening to music to pass the time before my event, and they called my event, and I didn't hear it because I had my earbuds in, and the coach starts yelling at me like, dude, get up! It's your event! And then I just throw away my AirPod. I take off my clothes. I run to the diving board. I just jump right in, even though the event already started.
That's awesome.
You obviously didn't win that one.
Yeah.
I didn't get last, actually.
Oh, what? I'll be honest. The embarrassing story
from behind.
Yeah, the embarrassing story. There's the kid who got last.
Yeah, we need to find that guy. What's it like?
No.
What's it like to start before a kid and
How
then to
humiliating
lose to that kid?
How humiliating!
Yeah, that would have been me. Just be like, I'll try swim team.
Yeah,
and then I try it.
Hey.
Now we're talking. Here you guys are.
There you are.
That's exactly what it looked like. Believe it or not.
Oh wow. Oh, this is a sport.
Yeah, this is like choreography, man. Now you normally see the villain with the double-bladed lightsaber, but here I guess we have the hero with the double-bladed.
It's actually a legit competition.
I'm a star.
Hey,
that was a forceful push, sir.
Jack, he got him in the face. Nice.
Can you imagine
Star Wars dual world champions?
That's
it's a thing.
We're in the wrong sport, gentlemen.
Guys, I want to see you guys do that.
Yeah, that's what we should be doing.
But the choreography, like whatever it's called.
Yeah, you have to get somebody to do some fight choreography for you. But yeah, fencing. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and we got 5 minutes left on your interview, and I got to get to these parts right here. So, Jack, you say you're really good at impressions, and I need to hear them.
Uh-oh. What's your
impression?
impression?
As soon as Brian saw that, he was like, they're going to make you do something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I apparently sound like a dog.
This is Duke the dog.
Have y'all
Secret
ever
Life
seen
of
Secret Life of
Pet?
Pets? Apparently I sound like Duke the dog.
Duke the dog.
Which I've never seen, so I don't know. But that's what
He even looks like him.
Well, that's okay. All right, that's fair. All right, so what's an impression that you do, Jack?
I can do Elmo.
Whoa!
Holy cow!
It's pretty cool.
My son,
Steven, we're doing a recording of this.
Yeah,
Of course. Yeah.
recording the whole time. My son,
for the Varsity Radio Show.
My son's
Like
an Elmo fanatic, so
Really?
he would. Yeah, he's 1.5, so he is all about some Elmo right now.
I was thinking whenever I have kids, if I ever pull that out, they're going to go insane.
Yeah.
But it's like
Looser.
Oh my gosh. You don't understand, Jack. I hear that song all day.
5 times a day.
Every day.
So if anybody would know it's on point, it's you.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
what would
it's
you
on
give it
point.
out of 10?
I would give you a 10. That's pretty
10 out of
awesome.
10?
Yeah, I mean
that's all I need.
Because they changed. Sadly, because I know I watch Elmo every day with my son. You start being like, okay, who's the person who does this? Who actually does the, has the puppet? And then you find out that one guy got fired, and then they switched to another guy, but you literally cannot tell a difference in the voices. And it's the same thing here. Like if Homeboy who does it now dies, I know
You're next.
I'm like, Jack.
It's like I know
He's the
somebody.
man. I know the man.
It's gotta be a good paying job.
You'll have to. Yeah, I mean, he's the most popular Muppet. He's not a Muppet. He's the most popular puppet on the stinking show.
Yeah.
I mean, they have toys and everything of him, and you'd make quite a bit of money.
So
you'd have to move to New York though.
So what was interesting to me is that Brian says that he sings.
Uh-oh.
And he likes to dance.
Whoa.
I didn't say I like to dance.
Said he wants to dance.
Wants to dance.
Wants to dance.
Okay.
So you got anything you can sing us?
Yeah, Brian.
No, I can't.
No, Brian says no.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about Muppets,
Sabaha!
do a little bit of Kermit. Yeah.
Oh, Steven!
Is it easy being green?
Kermit the Frog here,
Yeah. Wow. You're
Frog here.
Yeah.
And then my brother used
I feel
to
like
be
I'm
able
losing
to do,
my mind. I'm
used to
here
be
with
able
a
to
bunch
do
of Muppets,
like
guys. Somebody say
my brother used to be able to do do the voice of Miss Piggy. He can't do it anymore, but he used to be able to do it perfectly. Kermit, or something
wow.
That's about as good as it goes for me.
Wow.
I can't actually do a sentence with
So
her.
when you tuned into the Varsity Radio Show
Yeah, you
today,
didn't know.
none of you knew.
None of you knew
that you were getting the Muppet Show.
the Muppets.
You saw Swimmer and did not expect Elmo.
Yeah.
No, you saw Swimmer. You didn't expect that. Well, guys, you have been more than fantastic.
Yeah, this is awesome.
We're going to keep you around, but because you were going to do some recording for the Varsity Radio Show. You don't know it.
Shaka-laka.
But, Steven, we're going to go to some music.
All right, we can do that. Let's see. What do I want to play? How about some Life is Good by Courtney Ramirez? Yeah. I'll have that for you
Grabs my life right now.
88.5 JFM is WJIA Guntersville. Streaming online at 885jfm.com.
We gotta, seriously, Steven, we gotta get him to record.
Yeah.
Give me the line.
This is Elmo.
Give
Welcome to the Varsity.
Give the boy a script.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Varsity Radio Show.
Oh
There
my
it is.
gosh.
There it is.
Ah, that's too good. It's so good. I want to never watch it ever again.
You see it at home, then you come to work and you see it here.
I come to work and I hear Elmo.
George's like, I'm free. No, I'm not. I'm not.
He watched, and it's not that it's like babies get this thing where they like the same thing over and over and over again.
Yep.
So, we try and switch up the Elmo, but honestly, it's down to 2 or 3 videos, and so we watch the same 2 or 3 Elmo clips on YouTube every single time.
And you could quote it.
And sadly I can. And I try and switch it up every night, every and he'll sometimes get into it, but for the most part, when he'll see the YouTube video, he'll go da da da, and I'm like, okay, great. Gotta watch Elmo sing Baby
Who
Shark again.
showed it to him?
Well, we were just trying to get him to start, just to calm down and, maybe sit and not just run around screaming and chewing on stuff the whole time.
Yeah.
And it kind of backfired. Now, oh,
all right, there you go.
So all of us be quiet.
All right, here we
He's
go.
going to talk.
Hello, I'm Elmo. I and all my friends from Sesame Street want to thank you for watching the Varsity Radio Show. Yay!
holy smokes.
That's so good.
That was incredible.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Can you write one up for Kermit the Frog? So while we're at it.
Let's do it.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, why don't we get Pee Wee Herman while we're at
Wow.
it?
I mean, yeah.
I can do a slight Joe Swanson.
Oh, we've got to hear this.
Peter.
Peter.
What are you doing?
Yeah, that's what's his actual name? He plays Kronk though on Emperor's New Groove. Like
Kronk, yeah.
Where's Cusco?
Yeah.
Yes.
The poison for Cusco.
Oh yeah.
Cusco's
All
poison.
right, the poison for Cusco. Cusco's poison. The poison children to kill Cusco.
I'm sitting
That
right
poison?
in the middle of two voice impressionists right now, and you are so good. It's
that
creeping
poison.
me out.
Yes, Kronk.
Yzma?
Yzma.
Gosh.
I've always told
That was a great movie, by the way.
I've told that's the best Disney movie in my opinion.
I think it's
that's
really good.
It's so funny.
Have y'all seen it?
Emperor's
New Groove.
It's so
I don't remember.
so
seeing
funny.
It. I think I've seen it, but I don't remember.
It's a great movie.
It's yeah. And I've always told my wife that I want to for Halloween I want to dress up as Kronk, and her be Yzma, and my son be Cusco. She hasn't gone for it yet.
She said no.
Eventually, yes. One
she
day.
said hard pass.
Yeah.
Gotta keep asking.
Cusco's poison. The poison for Cusco.
But I will say, you miss every shot you don't take.
This
so.
is true. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Are you quoting yourself as Wayne Gretzky?
I'm quoting myself as Michael Scott quoting Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah, that's a great moment.
Y'all ever watch The Office?
Yes.
Yeah.
My mom will she'll laugh forever.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Hi-oh, Kermit the Frog here. Miss Piggy and I think it's awesome you're watching the Varsity Radio Show, so keep it up.
Wow. I mean, the dude's putting me to shame.
This is amazing.
You think I'm good at impressions? He's way better.
I want you to go into Piggy right after that.
Oh, I can only say Kermit. That's about it.
So with that Kermit,
yeah,
I imagine you probably have a Marvin the Martian in there somewhere. You ever played Marvin the Martian?
Yeah.
Played with that
I
one?
haven't tried to do that one.
Okay, you should definitely try. It's really close to Kermit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And we'll see. Here's the thing too, because I watch Sesame Street, and there's a lot of crossover between Muppets and Sesame Street. The guy who voices Kermit also voices Bert from Ernie from Bert and Ernie.
Really?
And he voices Grover. I mean, he does a lot of stuff other than Kermit the Frog. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Well, it's all Jim Henson's workshop or whatever. So it's all the same guys.
When we started the Varsity Radio Show, we used Lego Batman to advertise our show, and it was hilarious.
The actual Lego Batman.
Well, we sent lines to a guy who's legit voices for Disney and stuff like that.
Oh wow.
Ken Osborne is his name.
Do you still have any of those?
I don't have access to them right now.
My gosh,
I can
they're
after the show,
hilarious.
but I don't have access right now.
They are so on point. He
Yeah.
nailed it.
Hey, we never asked Brian what genre of music, what kind of music he likes playing on his trumpet.
Yeah, what do you like?
Well, the teacher mostly assigns us music to play, so.
Yeah, forget about the teacher.
Yeah!
Music.
You
what
gotta
kind of
play
music do you like to play?
Yeah.
Who cares? You don't need it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great for fundamentals and learning the instrument, but come on. When you really want to bust out a tune, what are you going for?
Well, stuff like intense music, catchy song, stuff like that.
Okay. Cool. Like modern music or more?
Run DMC, son.
More modern music, yeah.
More modern? Cool. Like, what's one of your favorite songs to play on trumpet, just to kind of noodle around with?
We played Carol of the Bells on the trumpet before, and I like that song a lot.
Carol of the Bells on trumpet.
Wow,
that's wild. That's got to be really
articulation.
Not easy.
No,
wow.
not really.
Oh, I have a great question. What song were you listening to when you missed your swim meet? What song was
That's what I want to know.
Yeah, was it like Celine Dion? Was it like Celine Dion's "My Heart Will Go On" or something like that? What was
It's
it?
got to be good.
He was crying.
Or was
he
it
was
Dolly,
crying.
Was it Dolly Parton or what was going on?
Yeah, what was happening there?
I don't remember.
No, yeah, you do.
No,
you remember.
No.
You just don't want to tell us.
No.
I'll tell you what it.
I'll
tell you what it was. It's a Barbie girl.
Yeah,
in a Barbie. That guy right there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
I'll go ahead and tell you, nothing gets me pumped for swimming quite like Barbie Girl. Nothing.
Tell you what would get me pumped.
I
Something
hate
like
that song.
Eye of the Tiger.
Oh,
yes.
That's some getting ready for a swim meet music.
Yeah.
Dun.
I would eye the tiger.
Yeah.
All day long. Yeah.
You want some motivation to clean your room?
Yes.
Blast that song while you're cleaning.
Yes.
We did that when I was a kid.
Eye of the tiger.
We actually had a jukebox in our living room. And on Saturday mornings, Mom would pop on Eye of the Tiger, and we'd get to cleaning.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to use all kind of motivation with children.
You have to.
Yeah.
Man.
Or have some prize involved.
That's right.
Bribe
Or
them.
First person done gets $1.
Or I will beat you if you don't. That's the type of motivation I got when I was a kid.
Yeah, that's motivation.
You will be elbow dropped from the top rope if you do
called
not clean your room
negative
right
reinforcement.
You know, that's the kind I grew up with.
Yeah, and you know what? It worked.
It worked real good. Yeah. I saw somebody started posting a shirt that said "Spanking Survivor." I'm like,
yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Me too, bro.
yeah,
Me too.
yeah.
I didn't.
It worked.
I begged for getting grounded. I would have much rather been grounded.
Yeah.
A million times rather than my dad get that belt and just beat the absolute soup out of me.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like me, ground me. I mean, I would beg like, Dad, please just ground me. And he's like, nope, nope.
That's a no.
Yep. Yeah, that's just the.
So what do you guys do for fun?
Yeah.
Well, we got freestyle coming here in 20
All right,
seconds.
here we go.
Okay. Yeah. Never mind. You
And
don't
then-
have fun.
and then we'll get back
ever.
to that.
We don't care what you do for fun.
about your fun.
Yeah. Who
The Varsity Freestyle.
All right, this is your chance to win a 5-person all-day pass to B&B video games.
Ooh,
All you gotta do is call in.
Call in.
And answer the question. You're gonna answer it because
We're
like
looking for a buddy.
phone a
Give us a
friend.
call. We
and
need
we're
friends.
your friend. Hey, we like to talk
Yeah.
It's getting kind of lonely out here.
to you.
Yeah.
It is. So give us and Kermit the Frog and Elmo, all of us, give us a call. The question is, what color is an emerald? What color is an emerald? You got this. I believe in you. Call us.
Want to win? Call us now at 256-505-0885.
I know what.
Do you know the color of an emerald? Here we go.
Yeah, of course I do.
It's a good day.
Orange.
Yeah, that's absolutely what.
Hey, who am I talking to?
Christy.
Christy!
All right, Christy. Tell you what, did you call in to play to win some B&B video games passes?
I did.
All right.
Girl, what's up?
Very cool. So hold on the line real quick. We're going to bring you up, and we'll have a little fun, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All right, we are here with a legend from the area, Christy.
Christy,
we just met her, but she seems legendary.
Christy.
So we're so glad you're here, Christy. And we believe that you have the answer to our question.
Yeah.
So the question is, Christy, what color is an emerald?
Is it red?
It is not. We will try again. It is the color of Kermit the Frog.
Oh, I was going to say green.
Well, you got it, girl.
You got it,
I knew you
green.
knew it. Christy, you're so smart.
There
Hey,
you go.
question number 2. I believe in this. I believe in you.
Okay.
Whose nose grew longer every time they lied? It's a Disney character.
Pinocchio.
You got it, girl.
Boom.
You got it.
No.
Last but not least, because I know you're smart in the sciences, we're covering everything today.
Oh, wow.
If you freeze water, what do you get? Girl, look at you, Christy.
You did it.
Look at you.
Gotta
you
win.
are celebrity status.
Christy, you did it.
Christy.
Oh, I love y'all. I listen to you all the time, all day.
Well, wonderful.
We're
Ain't
glad
that-
you listened.
We knew we had a fan.
I know.
We knew we had at least
One. There
one
she
fan,
is.
and she's here.
Awesome. Y'all are my contact.
Hey, hey, Miss Christy, will you stay on the line? Steven's going to talk to you, and we're going to send you those 5-person all-day passes.
Oh, my grandchildren are going to love it.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
You're going to love it.
Thanks
Have a
for
great
calling,
time.
Christy. You're
Thanks,
amazing.
Christy. You're great.
So much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I like Christy.
Yeah, Christy seemed like a sweet
Had it
guy.
on the context and everything.
Yeah, man. That's great.
Red.
I didn't know y'all posted my
let's
number
try
to the
again.
website. I'm going to get a phone call from Christy. Like, how'd you get this number? Oh, Seth put it on the website. Thanks, Seth. Appreciate it. If you have any questions or concerns, give this phone number a call.
I have got, have you ever had a Facebook Messenger call? I have had one from a fan before.
Oh, you have?
And I was driving and I didn't know who it was. I answered it.
What?
Oh, wow.
How'd that go?
Yeah.
It's different.
Did they tell you? Did they confess their undying love for you? Is that what
tell
this
you,
happened?
in all seriousness, I've been doing this 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I was at the walking trail. I know you don't believe that, but I was at the walking trail.
I was eating a burger on a bench.
I
over
was
there.
eating a double cheeseburger walking on the trail.
Those people sure are working
It's more
hard.
believable now.
Walking.
And as I was walking, no, not really, but I was walking, and I was with my wife at the time, and this lady starts following me.
What? What?
For 15 minutes.
And it's not your wife.
And it's not my wife.
It's not your wife.
She's with
Here comes
me.
the forensics.
It's not. Oh, yeah.
A few minutes
You could
later,
use Jack.
she goes, I heard your voice, and I just had to know. You're on the radio. Yes, ma'am. I just had to know.
Did she give you a kiss on the cheek at that point?
That's
No.
a.
She was a real nice lady.
Yeah, I'm sure she was.
She really was.
It's a strange little introduction, though.
Yeah.
I heard your voice.
Yeah. I was like, yes, and I know this happens to Steven all the time. I know it does. I was at a Mexican restaurant, and I love it when you meet people that actually listen.
Yeah.
And I get done eating with my family. I'm just hanging out with my family. I'm paying the bill, and I turn around, and this lady goes, "Are you on the radio? You do the varsity, don't you?" I'm like, "Yes, ma'am." She goes, "Well, my 2 daughters, they run for DAR or whatever, everything. We love your show. We love being. Those are cool moments, though.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
man, it's so.
This is when you say it'd be even
Marshall
cooler to
County's
pay for
got
my
cool.
ticket.
I know they do it to Steven all the time.
Yeah.
So Steven's got that legendary voice.
Yeah. No one has recognized me yet.
Well, because they hear your voice and they think Duke the dog.
He's
They
too busy being
and
a
they
voice
should
actor.
be excited about that.
He's too busy being a voice actor
They
somewhere.
should.
Yeah,
a little bit
that's-
more Kermit.
Yeah.
A little more Kermit.
More Kermit. So we have Kermit the Frog, and we have Johnny Trumpet, and but you got to have a nickname because I'm Duke the Dog, but no nickname
Always
has been
did.
given to you.
I'm gonna try it. I don't think I can do it, but Scooby Doo, Ruh-roh, Shaggy.
We're gonna go. With
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Raggy.
Yeah. I think Scoob. So Scoob and Duke.
Hey, the 2 dogs.
The
You guys
Scoob
ready?
and Duke show with Kermit the Frog and Johnny Trumpet.
Here we go, guys. We got Greg.
Now, sports analyst Greg Glasscock.
I didn't realize it was already 4:30.
Greg, I have never asked you this question, and I need to.
Greg, the great.
Go right ahead.
We're learning about each other in the studio. I think more than we ever have. Do you have a voice impression that you can pull off?
An impression?
Yeah,
Yeah,
anybody
you like
famous.
Kermit the Frog or Spock from Star Trek, something like that.
Oh, gosh, I've never thought about that. I'd have to think about that one. Well, I could take the way out and say a sportscaster, maybe.
Oh, now we're talking.
That's not a far stretch.
If you could do a John Madden impression, that'd be something.
Greg, you should. I mean, ESPN should have hired you. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, no, that I can agree with. ESPN should have
That's
hired
all
you a
I'm
long
saying.
time ago.
I think they missed the mark. It's not too late.
Won't y'all write a letter on my behalf?
We will. We will.
I think you're a solid choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're a solid choice.
If only I knew how to write, I would.
Yeah.
Oh,
Toot the dog here.
I'm known for just the voice. Just the voice and the good looks.
That's
right on the good looks, right? Yeah, I thought so.
So, Greg, tell us what went down in the tournament.
Well, we're now in state tournament, and it started actually yesterday. It's going back a little bit to the regionals. One Marshall County team's left standing. Congratulations to the Arab girls. They won the Northeast final over Southside, the team that defeated Gunnersville. So Arab plays actually in Birmingham tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock. Play a team out of Montgomery, Brubaker Tech. Don't know a lot about them, but I know they usually have a tradition-rich basketball program, so that'll be a tough one for the Lady Knights. And right after they play tomorrow at 7:30, Scottsboro will play. Scottsboro defeated Gunnersville, and I tell you, even though we came up on the short end of the stick, guys, that was one of the best basketball games I've ever seen. Back and forth, Scottsboro had a 12-point lead going into the fourth quarter. Gunnersville kept battling back. The last couple minutes was just back and forth affair, and there at the very end, Scottsboro was fouled, made 1 of 2 free throws. They were up by a point. Gunnersville got the rebound on the miss, went the length of the court, had a little short baseline jumper that probably hit every part of the rim, and instead of rolling in, it rolled out.
Daggone.
And lose by a point. That's why basketball is such a great sport, and also at the same time, it can be a very painful sport.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
You know, so you lose by a point, your season's over. But, you know, when I look back at the team, and I mentioned this to a couple guys off the air after the broadcast, is, of course, you know, you always want to go further. You want to go all the way. But when I look back at this team, I really think overall, at least in my mind, they overachieved.
Yeah.
And even Coach Self said that in the press conference, that nobody really expected them to be in Jacksonville. Everybody was just talking about Scottsboro, and
yeah,
real proud of them. They've got some big losses as far as seniors, but I mean, in high school, that's going to happen to you pretty much every year. You're going to lose somebody, you know, that was a rookie on the team, but you know, just got to look forward to next year, and of course, congratulations to the Arab Lady Knights. Hopefully, they'll pull one off tomorrow night and then play in the finals, which would be Saturday afternoon, as all the games are being played downtown at the BJCC. And then we've got spring sports in full bloom, I guess you could say. I hadn't got to attend any yet. Hopefully next week or so I will, but I know as far as Gunnersville's concerned, they've gotten off to a good start in baseball. They're undefeated. They play at Albertville this afternoon. Absolutely a beautiful day for baseball. And
yes, it is.
As far as soccer goes, the boys are ranked number 1 in the state. They're undefeated. The girls are ranked 5th in the state. They're both doing real well. And also another Marshall County team doing real well in soccer. I know you have some Boaz student athletes.
Yep.
In the house.
Yes, we do.
Their boys team's doing
Some
real good.
State champions in the house.
They're ranked 5th in soccer. So good start for Marshall County in the spring sports, and it's just getting underway. So a lot to look forward to. I think a lot of teams are starting softball this week. So hopefully the weather will cooperate. That's the main problem I see a lot of times when your spring sports start up, is it seems like you have a lot of rainouts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
You know, especially if you play on a natural grass field. So hopefully good weather will stick around. Of course, I hear after today, rain's moving back in for a few days. So I guess that's part of that good old Alabama weather, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep. You don't.
Greg, we were talking about this earlier on in the show. With the MLB, they've got this new pitch clock rule. Did you see any of that over the weekend?
I didn't see it, but I heard it. I was live on a remote at the new Rural King store in Albertville. I was helping out WTWX with that, and of course they're a Braves flagship station. So while we were not on the air, we were listening to the end of the Braves game, and I heard in the bottom of the ninth it was tied up, 2 outs, bases loaded. And I was thinking, because, I was kind of listening back, just in and out because I was busy. I figured, okay, we had a balk call or a walk or something happened, and then they said game over, because a lot of times, spring training games, you can end in a tie. They usually don't go to extra innings. And I looked at the guy with me and kind of scratched my head, and I was like, what in the world happened? Then they mentioned about, I knew there was a pitch clock where the pitcher had so many seconds, but I guess now the hitter has like so many seconds or something to get in the batter's box, and I think that's what happened in game over. Can you imagine that happening in like Game 7 of the World Series?
No! It better not ever happen in game. I have opinions about this.
People would lose their minds.
I would. Yeah.
But the question is,
there would be burning of stadiums.
How long do you think it's going to take for that rule to make it into college and into high school?
I really hope it doesn't. I heard the whole reasoning behind it was to speed up the game, and I'll be the first to say I enjoy baseball. I mean, the rank of sports is not my favorite, but I enjoy it. I'm not real big on Major League. I'd rather watch college anything. But the thing about this rule, guys, in the majors is to speed up a game, because y'all know as well as I do, you can have games easily 3.5, 4 hours long. And I heard already just in spring training, supposedly this rule has cut down games by an average, I think I read, of about 27 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it's made a huge difference as far as length of the game, but
and I like that part of it, but I don't like how a game's outcome could be on a guy that doesn't step in the batter's box, in time. And also, I watched just part of a spring training game last night because there was really nothing else on TV, and I noticed the pitcher. I don't know if I guess they always have that clock in the back of their mind, because it seemed like the pitcher I saw last night, as soon as he got the ball back from the catcher, he's ready to fire it again.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you got to do.
I don't like it when they dilly-dally around. They'll get on the mound, get off the mound, get the rosin bag, and, mess with their cap, scratch their head, all this stuff, So I like the game to speed up, too, but I don't know about this rule, and I really hope, to answer your question, I hope it doesn't go to the other levels, because to me we're putting in too many rules that are actually, I think, changing the game's intent and the way a game should be.
Yeah.
But I'm all for speeding it up, but I'm already not a big fan of this rule, because
me neither.
I mean, that one had a great chance to walk off, and
that'd have been awesome.
Yeah, and that ended it in a tie, so I guess we'll see where it goes. And I don't know, y'all might know this. I don't know if this is an experimental rule for just this season, or if it's here to stay.
As far as I know, it's here to stay.
Yeah, that's what I found too.
Yeah, as far as I know, it is here to stay.
Which I guess this season coming up, I guess if there's enough outcry or something about it, maybe they could change it or do away with it. But I guess we'll just have to see how this season goes with it. But I heard a lot of upset folks. And what if, even though it was just spring training, what if you were a Braves fan at that game?
Yeah, absolutely. Right? Oh, they were letting them have it.
They were livid.
They were not
livid.
happy.
As they should be.
You kind of leave that game in a bit of a daze, thinking, "No, wait a minute, what just happened here?"
Yeah, right.
Got chipped.
Yep.
And you don't get extra innings or anything. So I don't know. I thought that was real strange, but I guess we'll see how it goes moving forward.
Yeah,
but not a good start for it.
Right.
Greg, thank you so much for calling in today.
You're the man, the myth, the legend, Greg.
He is all that.
Yep.
I enjoy it as always, guys. And, I guess next week when we talk basketball will sadly be officially over with, as all the classes of state champions will be crowned, and we'll see how the Seth's Arab Lady Knights do.
There you go.
Let's see it.
There you go.
Hopefully they bring that bacon home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully they can bring a blue map trophy up the mountain there.
That'd be
Marshall
awesome.
County.
Yep.
Well, Greg, you're the man. Thanks for making our day.
Appreciate you, brother.
I appreciate you guys too. Look forward to talking to you next week.
Absolutely. Work on that John Madden impression.
I'll do. All right.
All right, we're about to do buzzer beater.
This has flown by. I kept thinking,
It's been a
we're
fast
talking
day.
we're talking to Greg. I
Because
thought
we were fighting about the shark.
Yeah, that's my fault.
Dumb sharks. Anyway, so we're about to do buzzer beater, and I'm going to say this is where you can find us when the show's over. You can find us at
Varsity Radio Show. Oh, Instagram at Varsity Radio Show.
Facebook, Twitter. Steve and
Twitter.
TikTok, and I'll finish with podcast.
Do you want me to go with my Sean Connery?
Yeah, go ahead.
Instagram at Varsity Radio Show.
Do
See?
it just like that.
Yeah.
Please.
I'll be like Sean Connery in the house, son.
That's right. Come on.
Yeah.
Even though he died, a year ago?
Yeah, something
Have
like
y'all
that.
seen Sean Connery?
I don't think I have.
You know that brings up a good movie, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Have you ever seen that?
I did
Sean
not.
Connery.
I mean, I like Sean Connery. I didn't
It's a
really like
great
the movie,
movie.
but
It's a great movie.
But Last Crusade is a great movie.
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
What was so great about Sean Connery is that he is clearly a Scottish man, and yet one of his best movies with a thick Scottish accent. He is playing a Russian submarine captain in The Hunt for Red October. Hunt for Red October is a great movie.
There it is, The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
But he's in Hunt for Red October. He plays this defecting Russian captain. He's like, "We have to get the submarine out of here," and you're like, "You're not Russian at all, but I don't care. You're awesome." Hunt for Red October is a great movie. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
He was one of the original James Bonds.
He was the original James Bond.
He was the original
Oh, really?
James Bond.
Yeah, he's the original. That's the. This is an absolute
James-
legend.
James Bond. He's the one who,
the OG James Bond.
Yes,
Yep.
he was. There he is.
Gosh.
Mr. James.
Goldfinger.
It looks like Hulk Hogan down there.
James Bond. Yeah, he's the man. I hate that he died.
Yeah.
He was
At 90.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he I mean, Last Crusade. Have you ever watched Indiana Jones?
I have.
Okay. You got to watch Indiana Jones. The first three movies are awesome. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is, and the new one that's coming out looks, but we'll see. We shall see. But yeah. Oh yeah. Oh wow.
Because Lucasfilm has all this bank of stuff to be able to pick through. I don't even know how they do it. It's artificial intelligence. It pretty works.
It's wild what they can do with deep fakes now.
I know.
Like when we saw that Arnold Schwarzenegger thing a few weeks ago when it was Napoleon Dynamite. It's
That
incredible.
was hilarious.
Well, it is hilarious, but it's kind of disconcerting what they can do, how they can make it look so
Well,
realistic.
if you think about it criminal-wise,
yeah.
they can frame people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, there's a bunch of memes going around, like with stuff like that, and
For his forensic class.
I think even me, Brian, or it was like me and Adam, we were talking about it. We were like, they could really set some people up with
They
stuff like
could.
this.
Yeah. Because
They
it was so real.
absolutely could.
Yeah.
I mean, have you ever seen Napoleon Dynamite? Okay, so when Uncle
Brian, where have you been?
Uncle Rico is sitting there talking about how you can throw that football
Throw
over
over
the
the
mountains. Yeah, but that someone
He did
someone deep faked Arnold Schwarzenegger's
so
face
good.
on
On
Uncle Rico, and it
Oh.
looked
So good.
And not only looked just like Arnold Schwarzenegger was doing it, the guy doing the voice sounded just like him. And I mean, at the end of it, Seth was like, "Wait, did he actually do that?" And I'm like, "No, that's a deep fake.
Wow.
The technology has gotten so impressive. You can
Crazy.
absolutely frame some people."
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. That's the fear. Like, you can literally set somebody up.
Like, where were you on the night of
And they can frame you.
September 5th, 2003? I don't know. Well, we have footage of you in Toronto, Canada, holding up I don't know, what's a Toronto, Canada? A Tim Hortons up in Toronto, Canada. I was?
Really?
Let's go to the footage. Here's the footage.
Yeah. Coach would have put me in fourth quarter. We would have been state champions, no doubt.
Are you serious?
But there's no doubt in my mind. You better believe things have been different. I'd have gone pro. Heartbeat, I'd be making millions of dollars and living in a big old mansion somewhere. Soaking it up in a hot tub with my soulmate.
It looks. See, that
That's
looked just
really good.
real.
That was really
looks
good.
real.
That's scary.
That looks so good and sounds so legit. Like you would actually question: Did he just do this as a parody, like just to goof around? No, it's
Even having like the hair on him and everything.
Right.
yeah, it's a deep fake, and it's a really good one, man. Anyways, Sean
And
Connery.
Joe
coming up.
Gaudette does an amazing Arnold impression. That's whose voice you're hearing there.
Who did?
Joe Gaudette is his name.
Joe. Okay, gotcha.
He's on TikTok, but you never want to ask him to do Arnold because he gets mad. He's one of these guys who does impressions, but he doesn't like when you ask him to do impressions.
Yeah, he just wants it to be a natural flowing of his character.
Complicated, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got a minute 20.
He's a complicated order.
Uh-huh.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, man, that guy was a '90s icon, action icon.
Who else was an action icon from the 90s? Let's see.
Sylvester Stallone.
Jean-Claude.
Yes, that's the one I'm looking for.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, we're a Christian. Jean-Claude Gosh Darn.
Gosh darn.
Sorry. We're a Christian radio station. Got to keep it clean over here. Steve-O, I made Steve-O laugh. My day's made.
That's wonderful, dude.
My day is made.
It's funny.
Hey, we were talking a little bit about Indiana Jones. They asked the question, who does he want to play him in the next franchise?
Who would you like to see as Indiana Jones? Nobody.
Yeah.
No. I'm gone. He's gone. It's easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm agreeing with Ford here.
Me too.
I'm agreeing with Harrison. Don't recast the role. There's no reason. If you have not seen Raiders of the Lost Ark, you are missing one of the greatest action movies of all time. It is. There are very few films that I say are perfect. to me, that is a perfect film.
It is. Let's do some buzzer beater, guys.
Oh man,
that's good stuff. I could talk about that all day.
Me too.
The buzzer beater.
That sound lets you know where you can find us when the show is over.
Woot woot.
I know we can hear you crying in there outside of that radio, but it's okay. We're about to embrace you with our social medias, so we're always around. Hey, we want to tell you where you can find us when the show's over. You can find us at Instagram.
At Instagram at Varsity Radio Show.
Facebook
at Varsity Radio Show.
Go ahead, Brian.
Twitter. Varsity Radio 885.
Steven.
Greetings, Earthlings. You can find us on TikTok at Varsity Radio Show.
This whole show got taken over. Anyway, podcasts. You can find us podcasts everywhere. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Pocket Casts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio. And let's never forget the fuel of the varsity, the Charburger.
The fuel.
Home of the famous Char Grill Wildcat Burger, Philly cheesesteak, and Jumbo Crispy Onion Rings, and B&B video games right in between Albertville and Boaz, right by the Pizza Hut, 80 Style Arcade in the back, video game retail store in the front.
It's the mullet.
B&B video game.
Albertville mullet.
Hey, we are so honored that you come and listen to the show
Absolutely.
every week, and we hope to see you back at our next show.
Boom shakalaka.
Super soon.
Yeah.
Talk to you later.
Adios.
Varsity Radio Show 88.5 JFM.
Scoob and the Duke.